We always ready for the smoky herb, Venom and Smoke podcast.
Whoa, we live. You know, it's Friday. You know what it is? It's Mo Young kicking it to you live for our sports show. Well, is still on vacation, and the Advocates, he's not here just yet. He always stopping by. But I gotta go one-on-one with the hater today. So you got Mo Young and the hater in the house today. There he is, the diabolical one. He's here.
You're fired.
Thanks for the love, Josiah, man. I see you love the thing. Appreciate it. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Man. We live, baby. But breaking news. I took a nap. That's why we're running a little late, but I woke up to this. Man, I know this is not Thursday, people, but still.
Hey, but if ESPN could report it, we can report it.
Vince McMahon retires. I think the WWE about to get better, people.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Well, if you just saw that this afternoon, they also made Triple H executive vice president of talent relations. So he's going to be the one bringing in the wrestlers.
Yep.
He did it. Listen, when he was in charge of NXT, his show was the better of the three.
Yes, it was. And I'll put it this way. The federal government couldn't take down Vince McMahon. He covered the murder, like we always say. Pussy took down Vince McMahon. I would have never thought. I'm sorry to say it that way. Paying for pussy.
Yeah, that's what took his ass down.
Vince McMahon. Of all the things you think could got rid of Vince McMahon, it was because he couldn't keep his stuff in his pants.
Then basically,
or imitated life. Because remember, that's how he lost the company before. Kayfabe wise, he lost the company before because he couldn't keep it in his pants. And Art imitated life.
Well, then
Or
who do
life
you
from
blame?
getting up.
Do you blame Linda McMahon for not giving up the ends, or is it that he can't control himself?
I don't think he can control himself, but I don't think he can. You might have a sex problem or something, man. I'm like, you paying three upwards to $12 million for. I don't want it. I don't want it if it costs that. I don't want it. Don't need it. It comes with problems. $12 million coochie got him out of the company.
I mean, he was 77 years old. It was time for him to go. The product is stale. You know what I'm saying? They need something different.
I'm laughing because I'm like, think about it. Would he retire if this never came out? No.
He would have stayed. He would have been there till the day he died. He would have been a part of that company till the day he died. They'd have been wheeling his ass down the ramp in a wheelchair, and he would have still been trying to get on the mic and cut a promo at like 90. If you know what I'm saying, if he would live that long.
Yes.
What I have to give props to Brock Lesnar.
What he did?
Because he turned around and said, if he's out, I'm out. And he walked out of the building tonight. He's not going to be, they think SummerSlam's main event is now in jeopardy. You know why? Because they're about to put your homeboy, Billy Goldberg, to replace Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Oh, Lord, no.
Yep.
Good Lord, no. That's going
See
to
what
make
happens when you took a nap?
Man, taking that, I finally take a nap, but the world just go nuts. I was shocked. I don't want to get too deep in this because we probably going to talk about this Thursday, but I was shocked when I woke up and I said, he retired? Daniel.
I think the board of directors pushed his ass out. Even though he's the majority stockholder, they told him what's best for business is you got to go. He
retired. He's behind the fucking scenes, man. Everybody's stupid, man. I don't believe it until I see him nowhere near it. He can't be nowhere near it.
Supposedly, Stephanie is the chairwoman, and she's co-CEO with Nick Khan. And then they gave the promotion to Triple H, and they say that the next one out is Kevin Dunn.
Yes. Yeah, Bill Goldberg is rumored. I hope it's not. But yep, and I'm glad I own some WWE stock. So I hope it goes up. I own it. So I own some stocks. I'm a stockholder, damn it. I am a stockholder of the WWE right here. Y'all like blocking my shit?
So then you should be able to use this shit.
Yeah, should be able to use it. I might go in there and say I'm a stockholder. I'm going to do that. Stock in WWE. I actually own like 0.00111 something type stocks. Oh, no, I own a share. I'm sorry, I own one share. I own one share. So I own the WWE. So it is my rights. I might start. Thank you. I didn't think about that. Next time they block my shit, I'm gonna say I own WWE stocks. So it's technically my shit. Yeah. Technically it's my shit. I own WWE.
Wait until it goes up before you try to get out of it, though.
Well, yeah. Look, that shit go up $1,000 a share. Shit, I'm selling that one share for that $1,000 and getting out. And it was saying, yep, Venom and Smoke owns part of WWE. You heard it here first. The first time they blocked me, I was being spiteful, and I just bought I bought a stock. I bought their stock. I forgot about that stock. Somebody said stock went up. Venom and Smoke actually owns a part of WWE. It's funny. I own WWE stocks. Now I'm gonna have to check that today. But man, I know Lala and is returning. Got a lot to say about this, but there was breaking news. But we're gonna call this the money episode because Vince paid for pussy, so that's money. You know who about to get a lot of pussy? It's Kyler Murray.
He got a nice little contract.
Signed $230.5 $5 million contract to be the second best paid quarterback. Was he worth this contract?
I don't think so.
You know who smiling right now? Lamar fucking Jackson. Because the
Joe
prices.
Burrow.
Yep, Joe
Joe
Burrow,
Burrow.
Lamar
Carson
Jackson.
Wentz.
Fuck it. I wouldn't pay Carson Wentz a fucking wooden nickel, man. Oh, this sad. Listen, man, the prices just went up for QBs. This, if I'm Jameis Winston, I'm balling out because this is a contract that you would have to pay him. If he balls out this year, that's the floor now. That's the top two.
You would have to, because to me, Kyler Murray, is he good? Yes, but is he that good?
Hell no.
Is he Mahomes good? Is he Deshaun Watson good? You know,
no. Hell no. Even though Deshaun Watson never played in a year, I will take a rusty Deshaun Watson over fucking Kyler Murray right now. Now, fantasy-wise, Kyler Murray is a great quarterback. He's the top one quarterback as a fantasy quarterback, except for in the playoffs when I had to bench his ass. But I still won the title. Lucky I had Joe Burrow. But I'm just saying, he's get towards the end of the season, he breaks down. So he's gonna get you a lot of fantasy points, Kyler Murray, but
that don't put no money. That don't put no money in the owner's pockets. No fantasy dollars.
Listen, he got blown out in the playoffs. He got blown out in the playoffs.
I mean, it's only 160. I think it's 167,000. $1 million is guaranteed. That's 20.
A lot.
It is. I think he's not even worth 167 million.
Hell no.
I think he still has a lot to prove. Now, if he would have been, let's say, a runner-up in the Super Bowl,
or even MVP, I would take if he was a runner-up MVP. I would take that. He wasn't even thought of.
Nope. I think some of these teams now are so thirsty that this is what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's not proven. Lamar Jackson is proven. He's got to get. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get at least that.
240. He got to get at least 240. He got to at least get $5 more million over him. At least 240. Yeah. He won the MVP for God's sakes.
Oh no, he'll get 231 million. He'll get the 0.5 over Kyler Murray, and he'll be the highest paid quarterback until Joe Burrow's contract is up.
If I'm the Ravens, I'm giving them a Pat Mahomes type contract. Look, to be in this bitch for 10 years, 300-something million, sit your ass down. That's the best bet you do a quarterback now. Get them a long-ass deal and break the money up like that. Because you get a contract like this, that's going to fuck up your team. You're not going to be able to pay anybody. Learn from the Packers. The Packers couldn't pay everybody because Aaron Rodgers came in there wanting all that money. Learn from my Saints. When Drew Brees got the first $100 million contract as a quarterback, remember that? The $100 million that thing, it tore our team apart. We couldn't keep the Super Bowl.
You couldn't afford to pay any other good players.
We had to cut some key people, and our team fell apart the next year. Of course, Bountygate and all that shit came out, but that $100 million contract at the time, because the cap was so small, messed up the whole team. Then Jimmy Graham won't get paid, and then this one want to get paid, and then that one want to get paid. You can't pay everybody, man. So, look, I'm not against anybody who trying to get their money, get your money. If they're stupid enough to pay you, then hey, take it.
Yeah, the Cardinals were stupid. This deal was dumb.
They didn't have to do it. Nobody was paying that for Kyler Murray.
No.
Let him go on the open market. Nobody was going to pay that for Kyler Murray.
No. I wouldn't.
Bobby should have replaced Brock in the match, now Goldberg. Bobby already in the match, so he can't replace him, that means you have to wrestle twice. That lets
Bring
me know
somebody.
Roman Reigns is going to win the match because Goldberg, no build up.
Bring somebody else out of the blue. Have Roman come out talking junk that he punked Brock out. Ain't gonna make it, and have somebody like the Fiend come out, or just Bray Wyatt, old school Bray Wyatt, and have him come out, and he'll still lose the match to Roman, but have him come out like a surprise.
There you go.
Because if they use Goldberg.
Look, I'll do this. I'll even get Braun Breaker. That'd be my time to bring him on the main roster. I'm like, anybody. He come out, that's his type of match. A physical, hard-hitting match. I would even watch
that. But I don't think Braun Breaker's ready for the big time yet.
I would do some shit like that. Like, if you can't get nobody, I would try to elevate one of these young stars and see if something sticks. Because Goldberg, nobody wants to see that.
Triple H better be on the phone making some phone calls because he needs to replace somebody.
Look, Fiend, hey, Fiend, we need you to come in.
Yeah, or Randy Orton, your back feels better. Come on in, man.
Put Riddle in there, man. Shit, I don't care. Seth Rollins talking shit. You don't need to.
That's gonna be a good match because they're talking shit on social media. So you got to leave that match. Because they're gonna show out in that match.
Yeah.
Probably steal the show.
Or he just give him the night off. I'm just being real. Because nobody wants to see Goldberg. Not again.
Stephanie's money hungry. She gonna want a main event.
I'm putting it this way. We're not gonna waste this time on Goldberg. It's Kyler Murray and his ridiculous contract.
Listen,
how I feel.
That's
how I feel about Goldberg.
I have no idea why. I mean, like, I could get it. They are projecting him to be they're projecting him to earn that money eventually. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot of money to be playing Russian roulette with.
Because he's a running quarterback one. He might not last those 7 years.
Small.
He's small as shit. That was the next one. He's small. He's like a little fucking running around there. And
eighth grader.
Man, real. He's running around. He's fast, but it does that equate to wins. I remember they jumped out 8-0 and everybody thought, oh, this is Arizona time. And then they lost after their bye week. They lost so many games.
I think in my lifetime, there's only been two. In my lifetime, there's only been two Russian quarterbacks that actually did something. And that was maybe Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, definitely.
And Michael Vick.
I'm putting it this way. And we're not talking about the Minnesota Vikings, Randall. I'm talking about Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. Eagles Randall, definitely. Randall. But those are the only two running quarterbacks that did.
And I add Steve McNair, because Steve McNair can run too. So
I'll give you that one. But that's it, because homeboy that used to play for Washington, Robert Griffin III, I think after his third year, retired. He killed,
he just now retired like last year. He was the backup quarterback for Lamar Jackson. He never got in the game. That's why he thought he retired. But Mike Shanahan failed him. He had a knee injury and forced him in the game, and RG3 could have been the next big thing. But running quarterbacks don't really do it. And if you want to count Steve Young is a running quarterback. He did something. So it's like, he did something too. But it's rare because you don't want your quarterbacks to keep getting hit. Because they go for the kill shots on quarterbacks. So I don't know, it's a gamble, man. It's a gamble for a person.
Too much money of a gamble.
I'm not even saying that because he's a running quarterback. He just hasn't won enough for me in this league to command this type of money.
Listen, my favorite college team is Oklahoma. So I saw him play in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I watched his games. Yeah. Is he a great college quarterback? Hell yeah, because they don't hit like they hit in the NFL. So if he thinks he's gonna bring that running quarterback style to the NFL, he's not getting hit by Volkswagens anymore. He's getting hit by 18-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? Linebackers hit a lot different in the NFL than they do in college. So that could be. Listen, he can come out first play of the game, run for 5 yards, get slammed on, broken leg.
Think about this. He had a lingering shoulder injury because somebody popped his ass last year.
Yep.
So the thing is, he's small. It's not like he's a big guy. It's not like he like my height and maybe 230 getting hit. It's a thing I tell people: when you're smaller in nature, you get hit. You don't have that muscle like a bigger person have, and you get hurt. You get hurt, and it's like he has to prove it. Now you got the money. Shut the fuck up, Kyler, because you was worrying about you getting the money and all this stuff. Now you got to man up, and if you don't at least make the Cardinals go to the second round of the playoffs within this deal, then you got over. You got to at least get to the second round.
Listen, I would say he has to make it to the second round of the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying win it, but at least improve from where you were last year and show that you can lead the team.
With a deal like this, you got to at least get close to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Or you're going to be in the realm of Dak Prescott. When Dak Prescott got that big deal, and I said, Dak, at least he had the numbers to show that he deserved that deal, but he's not going to win anything because he with the Cowboys, and it happens. So it's like, I get it, Arizona needed to keep locked down their quarterback, but you could have got it for half that because you let him go in the open market. Nobody's offering him $230. The Browns already got their quarterback, so the Browns are not going to offer him that much. That's the only other team.
I don't think any team that got that type of money to offer would offer him $230.5 million. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's proven himself enough to earn that money.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? Has he been a semi-solid quarterback? Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
But for 230.5,
that's rarefied air. So you telling me he's the second best quarterback in the league when you saying that deal? That deal tells me he's the second best quarterback in the league because by money, by guaranteed, his salary, he is the second best quarterback in the league. So you're telling me Kyler Murray is better? Well, you could debate between Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes or Joe Burrow. You could them three, any one of them three, you can debate.
And Lamar,
he's not better than Lamar. He's not better than those three. That puts him at 4. Hell, he's not even better than Dak Prescott. In my book, he's not better than Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than Tom Brady.
Oh, he's not better than Tom Brady.
Yeah, I know. He's not better than Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
Those are proven. You just named proven quarterbacks. Quarterbacks that have gone to the playoffs. Quarterbacks that won Super Bowl. This guy has done what?
Went to the wild card.
Yay.
I just throw Dak Prescott name in there because he did win a playoff game. And his numbers put him up there. So he's not better than Dak Prescott. So he's number 8 right now according to that list. And we still didn't name Justin Herbert. He's not better than Justin Herbert in my book. It's just Justin Herbert is having bad luck. He's not better than Justin Herbert. So that's 9. It drops him down to 9.
He's not better than. I don't think he's better than Jameis either.
I don't think that either. Like Jameis just has a better.
If you want to keep it real,
but people are not.
If you want to keep it real, I don't think he's better than Jameis either. I think, like I said, they're projecting him to be a $230 million player, so that's why they gave him such a long contract. But after, listen. You know how these guys are. They won one Super Bowl, and they're bitching that the $230.5 million isn't enough. You got to restructure my shit and give me more. Yeah. So it's going to balloon. It's going to come to the point that NFL is going to have to put something on lockdown.
Again. I mean, he's not better than Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson.
Nope.
Dude, he's not better than Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson.
Nope.
He's not better than Russell Wilson. Dude, we're down. He's like down to 11 or 12. And you put Jameis there. I have no argument with it. If Jameis, we're going to see this year. So I can say Jameis in the same situation. You just got to prove it. So I'm not going
to. But if you think about it, Jameis did prove it last year to a point until he started getting the injuries. You know what I'm saying? When his guys started getting hurt, offensive linemen and whatnot. Like you said, I mean, yeah, we've gone back and forward about it, but you're right. The B squad running backs and the B squad offensive linemen, the C squad, the pizza delivery guy during the week that comes and plays on Sunday. Yeah, it is a different situation.
Aaron Rodgers, week 1. He blew out Aaron Rodgers after a major hurricane. First of all, it was after a major hurricane. So they played that game in Jacksonville. That wasn't in New Orleans. It was after Hurricane Ida. He blew out Aaron Rodgers.
And the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, and the Packers.
And that defense.
Yeah, he blew him out. He beat the shit out of him. So I'm just saying, I can't say you're wrong that Jameis it could be better than him. But I'm saying they both in that prove it stage. I'm like, they both around the same QB. They got to do something in the league. They both were great college quarterbacks. He got his time to do something in the league. And it's like 230, and he's not maybe 12th, maybe 13th best quarterback in the league. I mean, maybe 12, 13. He's top 15. Yeah. I would say Kyler Murray's
top 15.
Yeah, but
that'll be safe to put him in there somewhere. But yeah, he's top 15.
Listen, we named 12 quarterbacks before you got to Jameis. So he's at either 13 or 14, depending on where you put Jameis. Top 15 quarterback. You don't pay him $230 billion.
You know, he's better than Lawrence from Jacksonville, Zach from New York.
I mean, Jameis is in his night year. How many more we think? I mean, you got to remember.
Miami.
I'm going to tell you, Jameis really is in his 6th year because he sat 2 years in New Orleans. He really sat 2 years in New Orleans. So you can think about that. So he got hurt last. So it's like, and then when he sat behind Drew, he lost a year. So I'm just saying, he really is in his. It says 9th, but he really hasn't played 9 straight years. So
yeah.
And then quarterbacks today can go. That's Doc Eric.
What's up, Doc?
Quarterbacks today can go. Man, I'm just saying, quarterbacks today can play up to 20 years. How they not getting touched? So shit, he can go a long time.
I put that comment out there because the average lifespan of an NFL player is about that time frame. It's about give it 7 to 9 years. That's typical. I'm not saying Jameis is typical.
And I'm
not saying that's modern now. Like a lot of these guys are going longer, but you know, that's the average lifespan. I mean, this contract year coming up for Jameis, it's really going to speak to him, you know, with his livelihood going forward. I mean, is the team he's on right now going to take the chance on him, give him a contract? How contracts are being structured now, especially with Kyler getting this kind of money, and Kyler was on a rookie deal getting this kind of money. And the only thing he's proven that he knows how to lose to the Rams in the playoffs. I'm just stating the fact. That's just what he's proven so far. So if a guy could get this kind of contract, because the top quarterback that's getting paid right now is Aaron Rodgers. And the only thing he's proven, although he has a Super Bowl, but in this modern era, he knows how to lose to the 49ers. I'm sorry. let me backtrack before I say the 49ers. He knows how to lose to Atlanta. Yeah. He knows how to lose to the Rams. He knows how to lose to the Bucks.
He also lost to the Cardinals. And he also lost to the Cardinals. So get that.
I mean, you know, that's the things he's proven. And I mean, he's the top quarterback in the league thus far. That's how the pay goes.
Yeah, if you go by pay. See, I like what Pat Mahomes did because his deal is the biggest by money-wise, but he spread that shit out. So it's like
he seemed like a genius.
So it's like, you know what? It's almost Bobby Bonilla-ish. It's like, spread this shit out. So if you cut my ass, you still gonna pay my ass.
Yep.
I'm at my guaranteed money spread out. I'm not going anywhere. That's what they're gonna have to start doing QBs. Since they won't have these ridiculous numbers, you gotta be with me for 10 years. You gotta be with me.
Well,
do you think even if Jameis balled out, anybody would give him
Nah.
I'm not gonna say that money, but close to that money.
Nah, because he got that stigma on him. See, he had that 30 interception stigma still on him, so nobody would give
that's
him
gonna
that
stay
money.
with him for the rest of his career. It's not
But if he
going
comes out, if he comes out in
5,000 yards that
balls,
year.
you know what I'm saying? If he comes out in balls, you know
He
what I'm
comes out
saying? You guys,
bald, the Saints are going
you
to
guys get a
fucking
better
resign him.
record and shit.
I'm just saying the
You know,
Saints
make
are
the
going to resign him.
playoffs.
While
Yeah,
Jameis was healthy, he went 5-2. He went 5-2 in the games he
He's talking about
Oh,
Jameis lost
shut
to
up.
the Giants.
Aren't you on vacation? Nobody's talking about the Giants.
Here come this
Who's
guy.
their quarterback? Who's their quarterback? Long neck Glennon? Who the fuck is y'all quarterback? Who the fuck is y'all quarterback?
Daniel Jones?
Danny
Tyrod
Dimes.
Taylor?
Yeah,
This
I
is
saw
this is
something on
last hurrah.
I
better
saw
give it all
something on
he got.
ESPN this week that he signed the contract. Daniel Jones got a 2-year contract after he retires from the NFL to play that game with the you throw the bean bag into the hole, cornhole. There's a cornhole league, and he signed a contract to play cornhole because in the off season he's supposed to be off the hook in that game.
But he can't throw the football down the field. That's what you're trying to tell me. He can throw a
Cornhole
beanbag
you
in the
throw
hole.
underhand. Cornhole you throw underhand.
Well, maybe he can throw the football underhand. He'd be fucking accurate.
Don't know, because Izzy's gonna say he was accurate enough to beat the Saints.
You know what?
Of course he would
Fuck
get that
the
gimme
Giants,
game.
man.
Get it out now. He's not here.
We ain't got nothing to say. We've already had this conversation in our messaging.
Yep. See, Izzy, this is for you, Izzy. This is for you.
What Kamara and can't guard Mike running out the stadium on y'all?
This is
It's all right.
Izzy. You just get ready
So
to do
I think
like your Mets are letting you down.
I think Arizona put all their eggs in one basket, and hopefully it comes through for them. If not, it's a bad. I mean, not bad investment, but it could be.
They got a bunch of aging guys on their team too. I mean, you know, who's that? JJ Watt.
Hopkins
and who else is on his team?
Yeah, and if they got their contracts aren't as high as them, so these younger cats are coming into the league now asking for ridiculous numbers like this. So a lot of teams aren't going to be as good because you're going to have too many people making crazy money, and I can't bring in another star or two because I'm paying this dude $230 million. I'm paying this one $190 million. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
D-Hop suspended.
And D-Hop suspended. Look at this. Yeah. So Arizona got a lot going on as far as that division is concerned. I mean, you still got to go to the Super Bowl champions.
They're number 3 in that division. And I hate to say that.
The 49ers, you know, just coming off a playoff run, a deep playoff run. It was in the conference championship game. You have to worry about, well, you don't have to worry about Seattle. I mean,
Seattle sucks. We ain't worrying about Seattle. Seattle sucks.
Somehow they stay relevant. I don't know if that's
not
all
with Drew
on
Lock
us.
is a quarterback.
Well,
not with Drew Lock.
We'll see now because they only got a receiver out there. So
they got 2 receivers. That's it, and no quarterback now. They had a quarterback with 2 receivers. Now they don't have a quarterback no more.
If I was them, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo was given permission to seek a trade. I'd be calling Jimmy up. Yo, Jimmy.
They don't want to trade within the division, which don't make sense because you kind of gave up your star defensive person to the Super Bowl champions, and that was in the division. So I don't understand that move. You'll do that, but you won't.
Jimmy G.
Are you really afraid of Jimmy G?
You won't seek out Jimmy G, should I say?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of him though? You know what I'm saying? Like even if he was traded to the Seahawks, are the
Yes, he does
Seahawks?
make a lot of money, but I would trade him to the Seahawks in a minute. And they give me some of them picks they got from Denver.
Yeah,
I mean, he wins though. Out of the
Yeah.
games he started
Oh,
and played, he's only lost like what? Maybe 20, if 20. It's slightly less than 20.
that son of a bitch,
And
he wins ugly.
I mean, but
He's the
last
Billy
season
Ho.
he
wins
had
though.
Debo.
Look, he is the Billy Ho of the damn NFL. He rather look ugly and win than play pretty and lose. He is the fucking Billy Ho. You can tell your brother I call Jimmy G the Billy Ho of fucking NFL. He rather look bad and win than look good and lose. I'm telling you.
Excuse me, Mo. Excuse me.
Look, I made her get up.
Yeah, you made him choke.
Like, oh shit. Listen, he's the Billy Ho. I'm telling you. Look, he wins ugly as a motherfucker. He does. Ooh,
Yep.
man.
You're absolutely right.
Seahawks will sit back and take the L this year as I would too. Yep. Yeah, I will take it too. Lee, thanks for joining. He with STWF. He also does a podcast. That's why I started with Lee. Me and Lee started together. So y'all
How you
check him
doing,
out.
Lee?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, fellas.
You all right, man?
For the babies.
Like I said, you can tell your brother Mike I said that. That's his new nickname, Billy Hill. Because that's what he do. Dude, like, I don't understand. This dude might throw for like maybe
He
100
probably told him
yards.
later. He'll see it for himself.
He might throw for 100 yards, dude, and like have 4 picks, and they still win the damn game. I don't know how he wins. He just wins.
Because their team is set up to win. It's so eerie how that team is set up like the Saints, and I really don't want to say this on air like that, but you haven't called. You haven't called it.
Nah, he's a little bit more than a 4th round pick. He's won. He's been to
definitely
Super Bowl.
worth.
He ain't what's his name? He ain't.
He's not like Baker.
3rd or 2nd, man.
Baker only went like that.
Second.
I
would say at least a 3rd.
Yeah, at least a
Baker
3rd.
went for those picks because of the situation of him in the locker room. So they say Baker doesn't know how to win, and I mean, I'm not ready to say that because I mean he was so close. He almost beat the Chiefs.
Defense.
He was a player away from going to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, he does. But okay, Lee got a point.
Okay,
he does win because each team Jimmy been on had a great defense.
Yeah,
every team he been on had a great defense.
So that's why they would win. He would throw 4 interceptions,
how many times
112 yards.
How many times can you get over like that in the NFL?
I'm just saying, and he had last year. It is like, we gonna get the ball to Debo. Hand it off to him. You can't throw interception if you hand it off to him. That's how he became a running back.
Yeah, I give you that. And that's a whole another situation, the whole Debo situation.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about he's not coming back, and the 49ers are talking about we can't pay you enough. So at the end of the day,
he believes his own hype.
I see that. I like that. That is a very true statement. Thank you
I'm just saying the man got more progressive commercials than wins.
You do. I mean, you got to give it to the guy. He walked on to Texas Tech, took over that program. Then he left Texas Tech. He walks on to Oklahoma, takes over that program. I mean, you got to give him the confidence that he has that confidence. But I think it's over to the arrogant side.
How many championships did Baker Mayfield win? I'm not talking about conference championships. I'm talking about the crystal ball. I'm talking about the big trophy.
No.
He doesn't win. He's good, but he just doesn't win. He's in the same boat as Kyler Murray. He's good, but he just doesn't win. So it's just being real. He just don't win. And it's just, And you want to like Baker. You like the swagger. You want your quarterback to have swagger and all that. But he just loses at the wrong times. You know, when he came and they went to the playoffs, and I believe they played that team from the SEC. Was it Ohio State? I don't know. Was it the Ohio State or SEC team they played? And got blitzed out the building. Baker with Mayfield. You know, you're Oklahoma fan. Remember they went to that with him and they got beat bad.
So, yeah, it was Ohio State.
Yeah, they got beat bad.
It's
and
Ohio
it's like,
State.
Yeah, but I'm like, you're Baker Mayfield. You're the Heisman Trophy winner. Go out there and win. Same thing with Kyler Murray. You're the Heisman Trophy winner. Go out there and win. And they got blitzed again. So it's like, listen, y'all are great individual players if you look at it like that in college level, but you didn't win. You didn't win. So that's why I say with this contract, Kyler Murray didn't win.
I'd like to compare Baker's numbers to Kyler's numbers in the time frame that Kyler's been in. You know what I'm saying? From the, let's say, the beginning to now, to see if Baker's numbers were better.
So what y'all said about trading within the contract, I agree. So why the hell the Saints traded Bridgewater to the Panthers? It was like they did. No, Bridgewater was a free agent. So we didn't trade him. He went to the Panthers. Yeah, thanks, Lee, for the catch. But Casey, he was not we didn't trade him. We couldn't afford him because Drew Brees wanted to come back.
Wanted to come back and play football.
Captain Rooney, as y'all know, I will say this about Drew Brees. I died. It's fucking Captain Rooney, and he fucking came back and took that $20 million contract away from Teddy Two Gloves.
Hold up, I got the picture. Hold on, it's in here somewhere. I'm gonna find it.
And we had to get rid of Teddy Bridgewater, and then what 2-3 years later, Drew Brees was forced to retire. Like 2 years later, he was forced to retire. Yes.
It's the same picture. I can't tell you the difference.
He's Captain Rooney because he done this. He was done 5 years ago. Nobody want to hear me. Drew Brees, last 5 years of his career, he was done.
Drew Brees will be there this training camp. Watch. He just left being a commentator. Next thing you know, Drew Brees back in training camp.
No. He come through, but he ain't been no quarterback.
Look, Dennis Allen said
you come up there with a clipboard.
You can be a quarterback coach.
That's all I'm saying. You can't come on the field,
I would laugh if in the middle of the season they go, Jameis goes down. Who are they gonna have? And all of a sudden, here comes Cap Rooney coming out of the tunnel.
As long as it's not Trevor Siemian, I don't care who was the second quarterback.
Or Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
I'll take Taysom. At least Taysom won that game. Trevor Siemian lost 5 straight games. 5 straight.
Well, Trevor Siemian ain't on the team no more, so you good.
Man, look, as long as it's not Trevor Siemian, I don't care who it is.
Listen,
a month of the game. I said to sit in misery for 5 weeks.
You're not lying, though, Lee. You're not lying. I don't know if you mean second half of a game. He does that too. He'll come out firing and then struggle. Oh, the second half of the year, he always tails off. Kyler Murray. Always.
I think he plays a certain way, and teams adjust to his style of play. Like the defenses, they adjust the defense to his style of play. So towards the end of the season, I think that he's too predictable. You know what I'm saying? In his style of play.
Yeah. You good, Casey, man. Hey, look, hey, we all make mistakes. Hell, sometimes we be all here making mistakes. Shit, we don't care.
We all human.
Human.
You're right on that, Jay. So here's the thing.
Oh, you good, Lee. Yeah, he is for the season. He tails off. He go.
So for Kyler, he started out in the season, and okay, you may have film or whatever, but you could catch people off guard. You could be like, you know what, they're doing this in the game. You could adjust during the game. But during the second half, and especially in their division, where defense is stout across the board, it don't matter who it is.
Except for the
You play
Seahawks.
him a second time, be like, hey, I can start disguising some stuff. It may look like this coverage, but it's something else. So now that I know that these are his tendencies, and I know he tend to kill me with this, so I'm gonna disguise this, but it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna disguise it look like this, but I'm gonna actually play this, and I'm gonna take away all his strengths. And then other people who's coming down the line was getting in playoff mode, was like, you know what? Now we gotta start playing as if this is a win or go home situation. What you gonna do? And Kyler hasn't done that yet. I mean, I'm a fan of the dude, but at the same time, say, bro, like outside.
Oh Lord, I forgot you're a damn Cowboys fan. Oh Lord. I forgot. Oh Lord, here you go. I'm gonna put it this way. I still say Dak Prescott is still better than Kyler Murray. I hate the fucking Cowboys, and I'm even saying that. But Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Kyler Murray right now. He won more.
I mean, it's true.
Like we named 13 before you came on top. We named 13 quarterbacks better than Kyler Murray.
The way Dak is built and the team that's around Dak is a lot better than what Kyler has around him right now.
Midget, Lee. You keep him in the pocket, they're gonna be playing volleyball with that shit. Pop, knock it down.
He's like what, 5'6", 5'7"? He's short.
Why you think plays rarely go right under center with him with that offense? And who's that? Cliff Kingsbury, their coach.
Yeah.
Everything got to come out the gun so he can see over the line. So he could be like, you know what? That's going on over here. This guy's a mic. Let me see what's going on. Because most likely we'll have a butt fumble situation going on. Because guess what? So
Baker Mayfield.
Back, I can't see what's going on. Who coming my way? Let me go forward. Up, fumble, butt fumble.
Think about this, Eric. Look, if your lineman is 6'7", 6'6", and you're 5'7", or even 5'11", you can't see over your own lineman and somebody coming across.
That's what I'm saying.
Knock it down.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Drew Brees had that problem, but he found other ways to throw it on his tippy toes and shit. He's standing on his tippy toes throwing balls and shit.
That's why he became so masterful at the screen.
But not only that, he had a different chemistry with his receivers that when he threw the ball up, he somehow always threw it where they needed to catch it.
Yeah, it's anticipation. He had a great anticipation. I'm going to throw it to a spot. You better be at that spot.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's exactly what they do with shorter players. But they know, all right, my first receiver is doing a post, my second receiver is doing this, and if I can't catch them, I'm throwing to the spot, and I'm hoping that he's there.
Not Kyler Murray. He think he Fran talking to this shit. He runs around in a circle. He'll run around, and then if he get free, he'll throw it. You know, I mean. With that style, his style is not a great fit to have a long career because somebody's going to take him out.
Yep.
And I worry about that. Lord,
Izzy went on YouTube.
He went on YouTube. We got NFC East. We got NFC East beef in the chat, Lee. He said, fuck the Cowboys. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh man, Fred ran for his light a lot, and so does Kyler Murray.
Yes.
So it's like, man, I'm happy Kyler got his money, but like I told you, it's still the money episode. So we about to go to baseball, and we had a talk about loyalty. I guess loyalty and money don't mix either, because Soto, hey, fuck the loyalty, fuck the money. He said both. You have an outlier. He turned down 15 years, $440 million to stay home. So he's not loyal and he don't care about money, I guess. I mean,
nah.
He killed both our arguments. He killed it. He killed. When we had an argument about loyalty and money,
listen, Soto is 23 years old. He wants to go. Nationals isn't a big market. He wants to go big market. That's why he's leaning towards the Mets, because it's New York. It's the spotlight. You know,
the Mets gonna get this man $600 million.
Probably.
They gonna get his
Probably.
man.
And if he was smart,
$100 million.
he would do it like Bobby Bonilla.
Yes.
He began paid until he's 80 years old. That's how I would do it.
So a future bet. I'm like, not because he likes the bets. He's going there because the Yankees can't afford him. That's why.
The Yankees could afford him if they don't sign what's his face, Aaron Judge.
But they're gonna sign Judge, you know that. So
maybe you never
I would
know with
sign
the
Soto
Yankees.
over Judge. I'm just saying because he's younger.
Younger produces, but isn't Judge been doing it a little bit longer? Like I don't know if Soto's gonna be consistent like that.
I mean, he looked pretty damn good in that home run derby. He looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but that's just one. That's one situation.
I know. I'm like, he looked like he could crack the fuck out of the ball. I'll tell you that. He could crush that shit. I'll tell you that.
I mean, if I thought I didn't have any other option and they offered me a contract like that, I'm snatching that bitch up. I'm tattooing nationals on my ass cheeks.
Not the ass cheeks.
On my ass, Nat on one and Chanel's on the other. And
don't misspell it like they did their jerseys. Just don't misspell it.
And that's how I'd be rock. I'd live 440 million. Shit. To hit the ball.
440 million? I'll be a Washington resident for 15 years. I can go visit New York in the off season. Fuck that.
You be 38 and still can probably get another nice contract because if you keep healthy, baseball players play into their 40s.
Yeah, like look at Pujols.
Yeah. I mean,
Uncle Steve can afford it.
Well, then he needs to jump on it.
2 years. He might be, but you turn down 15 years for $440 million. He must be he has to be a young man making that decision. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, he's 23.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. I am in here. $440 million is life-changing money, right? Whoa. So like I said, I think Doc is coming. We'll remove him until he come back. I know we don't want to look at his chair.
I think $200 and something million is changing, life-changing money
too, but 440 million put you as one of the richest people, man. I'm just saying. Shit. One of the richest athletes. Shit, you almost a billionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, that's
if you invest your money right in 15 years, you'll be a billionaire.
Look,
if you make the right investments, shit.
There's football money, there's basketball money, and there's baseball money.
And think that's just how much money you think he's making with endorsements. And he's probably just starting to get endorsements. He would be set. And his kids and the kids and maybe the kids.
Yes, I'm just saying, man, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could have said no. Yeah, 1 million can be if his man is right.
You're right.
With smart investments, not overspending. Yeah, you can make it life-changing money, but I'm just saying.
Listen, you take that and you open some type of business. If they give me $1 million, that's what I'm doing.
What's up,
Hey, Lala. Hey, Lala, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is gone. He left. So if you telling me I can have Soto and Alonso for 10 years, I'll be set.
Oh, your team would be solid.
Yeah. But the
they would be scary.
If I'm the Nats, since you ain't got nobody else, I would call your bluff. I would be like, 600 million. See if you can turn it down. I don't have nobody else. I don't have anybody else. So I'll be like,
I think he would turn it down. I think the reason why he turned down, not because he's just young, he doesn't see that team going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing for the place, you know how the minor league teams are doing. And if the minor league teams are shitty and you're not developing anybody, that means your major league team is going to be shitty unless you're bringing people in. And now if I take 440 million from you, who are you bringing in? You know what I'm saying? Who can you bring in?
I mean, in baseball years, 15 years really isn't that crazy though. They be having long contracts like a mud in baseball. I mean,
15, 15
it,
years with an out and 8.
yeah. I'm
That's
like,
what I
hey,
would have did.
I mean, that's a baseball contract. Because most of them usually stick with one team. If you're a big star, you usually stick with your one team because they even paid you so much money. Thank you, Alex Rodriguez, because that's the one who really started it. It paid you so much fucking money that you stay with that one team for a long time, and then
No, see, a lot of, like you said, I gotta say, yeah, it is Alex Rodriguez. He jumped from team to team for a bigger and a bigger and a bigger and a bigger contract.
I remember that Texas one when he left from Seattle, and he got that Texas contract. Well, that was ridiculous when he went to the Rangers. That was ridiculous. I'm like, I couldn't blame him. Seattle couldn't pay it. I gotta go. I gotta go. Like that to everybody. Sometimes everybody got a price, man. If somebody offering you, hey, I really don't like Seattle. You might say I might not like Seattle that much. And then somebody say, hey, I'm gonna offer you this ridiculous amount of money. Hell yeah, I'm gonna jump on it. And I'm young, I'm gonna jump on it. Now, A-Rod did it too much. He jumped from place to place for the money, but
not only for that, when he left Texas, he wanted a ring. That's why he ran to New York.
Yeah, and didn't do shit. But Pujols stayed with the Cardinals for a long time. Then he went to the Angels.
Jeter
Jeter
stayed with the Yankees his whole career.
You gotta go where the money
It's rare to find a superstar that stays nowadays because of the money these other teams offer.
You gotta go where the money reside, though. Like Lala said, where the money reside. Like, because you think about it, you are an athlete. You don't have. It's not like regular jobs where you can stay 20 or 30 years and invest. You got a short window. You got to hit it hard, get as much money as you want, and before your career is over, before your body breaks down.
And baseball, not as much as football, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just
football, because you could get hurt from one game to the next. I could see you doing it for baseball. A lot of those baseball players they have longevity, 18, 19 years.
So, like that. But, most power hitters start getting weaker as they get older. They get a little weaker.
I can't only because if you're gonna say that, then what's his name, Martinez, that used to DH for Seattle back in the day, he was an old fuck still smacking the ball.
Yeah, he just was a great hitter. Edgar Martinez was a great hitter, but
you know what I'm saying.
For what the game is with the long ball, like Pujols was the man until he hit like his late 30s. I guess early 40s, he was the bad.
Yeah, when the steroids ran out.
Yep. He started hitting.
I was about to say that was the tail end of the steroids era when Pujols was hitting up a storm, and now these guys actually got to hone their craft and hit the ball.
That's why. Yeah.
Now, and if this kid is really killing it.
Where the money reside. That's all Barry Little had a little line. I'm just saying, like $40 to $40 million. I could not turn it down, man. I'm like, I worked this hard, and man, they offered me $40 to $40 million, and I could be loyal, and I can be loyal to the place that drafted me. And since you big on loyalty, whoo.
But I want to see if the Mets offer him the same thing.
Oh, yeah, that would be interesting.
You know what I'm saying? Because that would be a smack in the Nationals' face who drafted him. Yes. We drafted you. We offered you 440 for 15, and you took, 360 for 12.
I'm just saying that's a different story. Now, it's like the argument we had a couple weeks ago. Now it's like if they offer me the same thing, I'm staying where I'm at. If they offer me the same stuff. Now you offer me more, I might be gone. I'm gone. But if you offer me the same, it don't mean I don't need to.
Even if the Mets offered him 15 for 40, the reason why he wouldn't stay with the Nationals is because that's not a high market city. New York City, the spotlight, Broadway, Statue of Liberty.
Like he won't go to the Mets. You really sure he want to go to the Mets?
He might. They're playing kind of solid. You know what I'm saying? They have their hiccups. I can't talk shit about them. They're one of the top 5 best teams.
Do you remember the Battle of New York? What you said about the Mets?
Yeah, but I'm not saying they're number 1. I'm saying they're a good team. I'm just not saying that they're better than mine.
I said, you remember that rant when Izzy almost lost his mind? Do you remember that? Do you remember that rant? So if I take that rant with a full heart, if I never watched the sports ever, I would think the Mets suck ass. If I heard that rant.
But that's my take on the Mets. You know what I'm saying? There's other people out there that actually like the Mets.
There's a couple of people out there that like the Mets. A couple of thousand people. At least in baseball, the careers are typically longer. In football, who besides quarterbacks and maybe offensive linemen lasts anywhere near 15 years?
Punters and field goal kickers.
Kickers.
That's probably forever. About it. Yeah. Some defensive linemen, not all.
But they got some defensive linemen that be there for 15 years. They be there about 15 years. Some of them do.
Yeah. How long has Sue been playing?
How long?
He's been in the league for a while.
He's been there for a long time.
Yeah, he's been in the league for a while.
See, the big boys, we hit at the line and we stop. We don't do all that running. We don't do all that.
No, they go. All right. When they hit, they're like, "You gonna let me get the tackle?" Nah, man, not this one. Next one. All right. And they go back down. All right, he's coming to the right.
Think about Cam Jordan. What going on? What he in the league?
I want to say
12 years. So he approaching
12.
He approaching that 15-year mark. So it's like the D and O line, quarterbacks, and punters. Kickers and punters.
Yeah.
That's about it. And of course, all basketball players now can last about 15 years because they play so soft.
More than that.
They play fucking soft.
I'd say Brian going on year 20 right now. So.
And speaking of basketball, told you this is the money episode, man. I told you I should have called it the money episode. James Harden, your boy is back. He takes a $14 million pay cut to remain with the Sixers. Your thoughts on him being a team player? Maybe
he had to, because he had to. He had to. He bet on himself. You left the situation in Brooklyn.
Advocate for him. I swear I thought you were going to advocate.
Well, I mean, I like James Harden. I like him. I don't have no gripes about James Harden. Even the way he used to play. Even the flopping and everything, because when he was getting buckets,
you good with the quitting?
I'm not good with the quitting part. I'm talking about the basketball aspect. Now, quitting, that's something else entirely. That's about mental. That's more mental than it is what you're doing on the court. So when he's on the court playing and flopping and getting fouled, well, this is before him when he's getting fouls. I mean, at a point, he changed the game. I mean, it's not worth bragging about because every time he gets under the bright lights, it gets way too bright and he starts to simmer up. However, when he's in regular season form and, he's out there balling out and he was the guy in Houston, I mean, he was box office.
So basically Ben Simmons with a jump shot. Minus the defense.
Yes.
Minus the defense with a better jump shot. Gotcha.
Yes.
That's why I say that got to be the fairest trade have ever seen in my life.
I think that he did this because he knew nobody else wanted his ass. And Philly said, here, take this cut. Help us get stronger. And, maybe down the line, if you come out and you do some work for us, we'll throw you, another, we'll restructure your shit. But I think he knows that he burned himself in this league and they weren't going to give him no money like he got.
Pin in that, Jay, because Daryl Morey is his boy. That's why this trade happened. Now, you've seen what Philly gave up to Brooklyn to get him there. Now, with James Harden taking this pay cut, so to speak, it's so he can cement them having a legit chance in the East, because right now you still got to run through Milwaukee, you still got to get through Boston, and you still got to get through Miami. So right now you have to put a team together because those are great.
Oh wait, you just said the Knicks?
The Knicks in there? Where did the Knicks come from?
Where the Knicks came from?
That was slick. I said in between words, I was like, the Knicks. Yo, if they're willing to give up 75 first-round draft picks for Donovan Mitchell, the Knicks might be something this year.
They might, but dudes want 7 first-round picks for Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is not that good.
He wants 9.
He's not that good.
First-round picks for him.
He's not that good.
Yeah.
LeBron is not even worth 9 first-round draft picks.
Good luck with that. We was good enough. We barely fleeced them picks out of the Lakers for this one guy.
KD is not worth 9 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, that's not happening.
The only player in this league worth 9 first-round draft picks is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's worth 9 because he can automatically be dominant. You can put him anywhere and he gonna dominate. He's
9
like
first round,
not 9, maybe 7.5.
9.
7 in the second round.
Okay.
9 my ass.
And James Dolan is sitting in New York right now saying, should I give them the 9? Maybe I'll give them 12.
Listen, you can't trade back-to-back picks, so you got to go 1 year, skip a year, put another year, skip a year. By the time you finish, it'll be like 2040.
People racked up about 4 championships by then.
It'll be 2040 by the time you finish the picks.
By the time it's over, what I'm about to tell you.
You talking about the Knicks? You know they'll do something stupid like that.
Somebody be in the league retired by then. About the time the picks done.
Yeah, he said the Knicks is. He did say the Knicks.
My God.
I mean, if Donovan Mitchell is worth 9 first-round picks, KD is worth 20.
Yeah.
Once again, it's the money episode, and what has this person done to be worth this? That's the two things in this episode. What has Donovan Mitchell done to be worth 9 first-round draft picks? I heard there was 7, not 9.
I saw a report earlier today, came on my Facebook, that said that they offered, or they told the Knicks, for you want Donovan Mitchell, we want 9 first-round draft picks.
Not second-round picks. First?
No, it said 9 first-round. The meme said 9 first-round picks, and I was like,
Yeah.
We'll put it to you this way. What the fuck are they smoking in Utah? The Mormons better leave that shit alone. They're tripping.
They must be growing that good shit.
FLDS is tripping out there. I'm telling you, y'all fucking tripping out there. Y'all fucking tripping out there. 9 first-round picks.
Some gotta be.
But we're talking about New York.
9.
We're talking about New York. You know what I'm saying?
9 first-round shits. He ain't worth
You're right.
He worked maybe 3. 3 in the playoffs.
Absolutely right. He's not
and then here's the thing about it. Even if they were to give up these picks, they still wouldn't be satisfied with what's going on. Yeah, we got exactly who we wanted. And then it doesn't turn out the way that you want. And then you're still upset all over again.
Donovan, you bum. I can see him. The Knicks fans. Donovan, you bum.
The Knicks are not going to do anything in the NBA until James Dolan sells the team or he dies.
You sound like I said.
He really does not know basketball.
That's just
or he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to hire the right people to run his team.
Yeah,
it's not that he got a bunch of yes men around him. Because
he got that shit locked down.
This dude, you speak your mind around James Dolan, he gonna mess around and banish you from New York his entirety. Entire state.
Like they did Oakley. They just brought Spike back.
And I mean, that dude, he got the to be the prince of Madison Square Garden. And he got this man. Say, man, where your credentials at?
Who
I
next?
mean, I know what you did
They
for us
stopped
back in the
Patrick
day,
Ewing.
but
Look, they didn't even let Patrick Ewing sit in his seat, and Patrick Ewing built the Madison Square Garden. I don't give a shit. Look, in my era, I know they had other eras in the 70s or whatever. When I think of the Knicks, I don't think of Walt Frazier or Monroe. I think of Patrick
Right.
Ewing. That's
Patrick
probably the
Ewing,
best
John
of all time.
Starks.
That's probably the best Nick of all time is
Oakley.
Patrick Ewing. Yeah, I'm like, Patrick Ewing get kicked out. Oakley get kicked out.
If
James
you get
Dolan,
somebody, if you get somebody to step up to James Dolan, like, say, brother, I don't care how much money you got, dog. You don't know basketball. I do. Go sit your tail down.
he said the last good coach was Pat Riley. How do you think about that? What?
I kind of like Todd Thibodeau. I like that I see, because I'm old school, and his
good.
teams play defense. You know what I'm saying? And
Tibbs don't
he's
take that crap either.
Yeah.
Tibbs would be
He
like, okay, you
dictates-
got 27 yesterday, but how many turnovers did you have?
Well, he just
So,
keep
yeah,
him away
reducing
from
your
James Dolan because James Dolan gonna fire him if he go against him.
Look,
Keep
James
him away from
Dolan. See, and the reason why he won't sell the Knicks is because the Knicks play in Madison Square Garden, and he owns Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
So
that's
you know what
smart.
I'm saying? Until he sells the Rangers and the Knicks are never going to be a good team, because they always pick up players on the down, in the decline. They never pick up the stars when they're shooting. They always catch them falling.
Oh man, I'm like, but 9 first. Even James Dolan ain't that stupid. I don't think he's that stupid.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not
I'm
gonna
just
happen.
saying 9. I can see him giving up 6, but
There's a lot of
9.
things that's gonna happen. Everybody
I'm
gonna play
thinking-
this game. They're gonna play this waiting game, kind of like the whole
Level.
Baker situation. Here's the price. Here's the price. Here's the prize. Can we meet somewhere in the middle? No. So we're gonna sit here and wait it out until everybody tells you no, because the more no's you hear, it's gonna keep doing this. It's gonna keep coming down. It's gonna be like,
I get the
Melo
Jazz.
put ass in the seats, Izzy. Melo put asses in the seats. Melo sold tickets.
I'm putting it this way. I get the Jazz are doing the art of the deal, coming out with a ridiculous number and hope somebody bites. I get that. I read the book. I know you come out with something ridiculous at first, and then you settle somewhere in the middle.
well,
But that is stupid. That's beyond
It's like
dumb.
it's like the Nets. The Nets, like, you want Kevin Durant? We want 7 of your guys, 21 of your draft picks, and your firstborn.
You can have my firstborn, but you can't have all those picks and 10 players.
that's what I'm telling you.
That's what they go, man.
Y'all boys better kiss the hairiest part of my butt. It ain't gonna work.
Shit, man, that crown piece burning my nose. Now I'm laughing so hard.
These people here.
That is part of my butt. I thought he was going balls at first. I thought he was like, he gets every part of my balls, but at least said butt. That shit shot out my nose.
He's like, kiss the hairiest part of my butt. And he said it with no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really meant it. He's like, they could kiss the hairiest part of my butt.
Seriously.
That shit is funny.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Man.
We gonna get one of these sponsors, bro. It's gonna happen. I can feel it.
Man, that shit got me in tears right now because I wasn't expecting it. Man, I don't know what's up with the Knicks, man. I don't know. If the damn Knicks trade away 9 first round picks. Hey, New York fans, there's room on the Detroit bandwagon or the Pelicans bandwagon. Just jump off the Knicks bandwagon and maybe stop going to games, and then Dolan will lose money and try to sell a team. That's the best bet to do if he give away 9.
They ain't that. Nope. That ain't happening in New York.
They're gonna have to plant evidence on that dude. They're gonna have to bust a move like they did. Well, Donald Sterling actually did that, but they're gonna have to do a Donald Sterling on that dude, man.
Look, he got to go the way of Vince McMahon then. Go get him.
Exactly. Yeah. Say,
You gotta
bro,
go away Vince. He gotta go away. I don't want
I
to touch an
appreciate
intern.
you, but you want to take one for the team. I'm sorry. I don't know.
One of y'all
To get
women go
Dol-
flirt. One of you Knicks fans go flirt with go flirt with the owner.
James
Hey,
Dolan
home
got
team,
New
baby. You want
York
the team to
locked
win?
down. If Dolan does anything wrong in New York, ain't nobody ever hearing about it.
So
Soon as
he
he
robbed
tells the
the
cop, I'm James Dolan, they probably like, oh, okay, Mr. Dolan, have a nice day.
He got a sucky rock band. He made the Knicks suck. The Rangers are up and down. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. What else he owns? What else does he fucking own?
I think he owns the Liberty too.
Whoa,
I think the Liberty is anything that has to do in that building with sports. I think he owns it. That's why the Liberty don't do good, because they'll bring in 2 or 3 decent players, and then like he does, he don't take care of his good players. He's good with, all right, you want to leave? I'll get somebody else. I got money. The only person he kept was Patrick Ewing.
Yeah. I think we're done with the money part of our program. Because, man, everything has to deal with money, even Vince McMahon retiring. They say the Liberty plays in Long Island. They must have moved because at first they used to be in a
Nassau Coliseum, or that old school Nassau Coliseum? I thought they played at Madison Square Garden.
Me too. But this one here really made my ass itch. Listen to this. He said, Kitchen Perkins said Steph Curry is better than Kobe. And then I saw a metric that Kobe had one more MVP. Had one more Finals MVP than he did. He had one more ring, 10 more All Defensive Teams, 10 more All-Star games. It's like a whole Hall of Fame career that Kobe did better than Steph. People need to stop getting caught up in the moment. Steph is nowhere near Kobe level. Steph is not in most people's top 10.
Kendrick Perkins been on some stuff like all year. Now, I'm not saying he don't deserve his job at ESPN.
He don't deserve it. I'm gonna go that far. That motherfucker needs to be fired.
Big Perk.
He better than Pat.
Carry
Pat
on.
Bev.
Take a look. Carry on. I'm gonna use the word. Carry on. He needs to be fired.
So I mean,
he's part of the hater crew.
First of all, he's way out of pocket for that statement by himself. That's not even hate. That's not even hate. He getting wrapped up in the moment. And I mean, don't get me wrong. That's what basketball does. Basketball tells a story, and we want to compare, this era to that era. But when you're in that spectrum, like you sat there and you seen what Kobe brought to the game, and you seen what Steph brought to the game, you don't want to compare them two, like at all. Like it's apples and oranges. Like it's way different. What Kobe did for the game, it doesn't compare to what Steph did to the game, and vice versa.
I'd be more scared to meet Kobe.
Look, I got a question. Who game does Kobe's mimics perfectly to the T? Who game?
MJ.
Question over. That's all I gotta say. If you say MJ is the GOAT, and this guy basically played like MJ to the T.
To the T.
To the T. To the letter of the law.
Yeah, pretty much.
True. It's true.
If you say that Steph is better than Kobe, you're by saying Steph is better than MJ.
I agree with that. I
would say out of anybody that played in the NBA, Kobe is the closest to Michael in all aspects of his game. I'm talking about killer instinct, jump shot, defense. Kobe patterned his game a lot off of Mike.
And he was a better three-point shooter.
There's no way that Steph plays defense better than Kobe.
Not at all.
None.
Not at all. And that's not even debate about all of the MVPs that Kobe was robbed of.
Steve Nash.
I mean, them two by Steve Nash alone.
Motherfucker.
And
I'm
I
still
never
mad
heard-
about that. And I'm not even look. I hated the Lakers, but I respected Kobe. I'm like this. I respected Kobe so much. I couldn't
Same.
stand the Lakers, but Kobe.
I still can't stand the Lakers. Love
Kobe.
Kobe.
I hate the motherfuckers, but
If
Kobe.
you were on a basketball team and they told you we're playing Kobe's Lakers today and we're playing Steph's Golden State tomorrow, I think you'd be more worried about Kobe's Lakers than you would about Steph's team.
I'll be worried about Kobe. I'm like, I never seen Steph drop 81. So since Perk is not using defense,
I've never seen Steph change his shot because his hand was hurt and still drop 30 and 40 points with his left hand.
And people don't drop scores like 50 and 60 like that anymore. And Kobe did that in 1 year, like 11 times.
Kobe has the most 60-point games, I think, besides Wilt.
Like, who does that? Like, who goes to the game and be like, you know what? 60 should be enough to put these dudes away. Who does that? I haven't seen that recently.
He dropped 81. I mean, he dropped 81, dude. Dude dropped 81.
Only like 20 of them was from the line. So he was getting up there. He was up there putting up shots, lacing them.
He dropped 81 and won the game. He didn't do like Devin Booker, who dropped 71 and didn't win. He won the game, and he had Smush Parker as his next best player.
Yeah. You're right.
Steph always had a stacked team. I'm tired of this. Steph has faded away in playoff moments. 3-1 rings a bell. 3-1. If Kobe ever had somebody down 3-1, they were not winning.
It would have been a sweep, or they would have won that next game.
It would have been a gentleman's sweep. If they're 3-1, you're not winning with Kobe Bryant. Nope. He went for the death nail. I seen Steph come up small a lot. Steph just got his first Finals MVP. The only reason why Kobe don't have more Finals MVP because he played with Shaq.
And in my opinion, if you look at that last NBA series, in my opinion, I think Wiggins was the MVP of the finals, not Steph.
Yes.
I think Wiggins' defense, rebounds, that's what helped them win the games. It wasn't, Steph is going to get his. He shoots the ball from practice. He steps over half court, throws it up, and swat, and it's in.
Jordan Poole did better than Steph in that series.
Yep. Also, another person that could have been an MVP candidate.
So
definitely.
What I think what contributed to him getting that Finals MVP was the run that he did in the playoffs. Because with the run he did in the playoffs, you got to sit there, you got to analyze those games and see what Steph does.
But he got the conference MVP, so he got the conference championship MVP. This is the finals.
And that's what I'm talking about.
The finals.
It should be. But this is just what I think what happened. I think they contributed all those factors, all those other series, and the finals, and then said, you know what, Steph.
So he got
Steph,
Steve Nash.
You minus Steph. Do Golden State win those games? I undoubtedly say yes. You take out Steph, I don't think Golden State wins any of them series. So
yeah, they do.
Give him that trophy. Give him his props. Give him his due.
Yeah, they do. They win that. The Jordan Poole can do exactly what Steph did.
But I don't think Jordan Poole's three-pointer is as automatic as Steph's.
Yes, it was.
It's not.
It was in that series. He had I guarantee it was better than Steph.
Yeah, but you got to be in a series you're talking about replacing Steph. He has to be consistent in every series against Dallas, against Phoenix.
He was like against the Grizzlies. Look, against the Grizzlies, they won that series because of Jordan Poole, not because of Steph. Jordan Poole went crazy in that damn Grizzly series.
Oh no, definitely.
He did.
He went crazy. Steph had to give the man his props. I'm like, shit, he went nuts.
And Memphis played like a wounded dog.
That team
it ain't over until it's over.
You take any one of them players off that team, they still make it to the finals with that. You take anyone to play
the finals without Steph. I
they
think
making
no.
the finals without Steph.
I don't think.
If John Morant still getting hurt in that Grizzly series, that we said all events happen without Steph. Yeah, they win it. If John Morant's not in that series,
I'm not ready to say that.
I'm not ready to
say that because Golden State was respectable. This is when they lost their people. This is when Klay was hurt, Draymond was coming back, this and that, and the offense. The only reason why Golden State had those wins that they had was Steph was giving it his all out. And then when Steph, minus Steph, then they got abysmal.
You say the playoff run they was on, everybody was healthy. So
yeah,
all
they all running there healthy. But if you minus Steph, I don't think they get that far.
I mean, they had Steph out most of those games in the fourth quarter when they went on those runs. So I mean, most of the runs was on Steph was sitting on the bench watching the run.
Yeah, but all right, they go on their run, but then you bring Steph in. He drops 3, 4, 5, 6 3-pointers in the last 5 minutes of the game, and he keeps them ahead.
I'm put this way: I still think they can still make it to the finals. I didn't say win the finals, but they can still make it to the finals because the road they had, because they was miles ahead of Dallas. If you say Ja Morant gets hurt, that Grizzly team can't keep up.
I still, even if Ja didn't get hurt, I don't think they would have won. I don't think they would have beat him.
Who they played? The Pelicans? No, they didn't play the Pelicans. They played somebody else.
So you talking about Golden State?
The Nuggets. They killed the Nuggets without him anyway, because he was.
Yeah, they swept the Nuggets.
You know, he wasn't playing in the Nuggets series anyway. He was hurt. He was coming off the game.
I think they had him too.
He was coming off the bench in the Nuggets series, so he swept.
He was coming off injury.
Yeah. So look,
get him healthy. You got your guy healthy. Get out there, dog. Do what you do.
Now put it this way: does that Laker team win anything without Kobe? See, look, we can question Steph. They still a playoff.
We cannot question Kobe. Not at all.
Look, the reason why the Pistons didn't sweep the Lakers in 2004 was because of Kobe fucking Bean Bryant went crazy.
Kobe said, guess what? I ain't going out like this. I don't care what shit I got going on, but I ain't going out like this. And that one game. And I said, bro, Kobe ain't gonna let these people get swept. All I said, bro, the series over. That boy Kobe, look, boy, that dude did like he did like Willie Beeman in that game where he said, "Guess what? I'm gonna do it myself."
Yeah, he did. Yeah, dude, he killed Rip Hamilton. He killed him. It was so bad that we say, "All right, it's about to happen." We doubling Kobe every time we touch the fucking ball. That's what happened, and that's why we won the next game and won the championship. They say, "You know what? Kobe is not getting off. Everybody else can get off."
Everybody else can kill us, but not Kobe.
My question to you would be, if you plugged in Steph to any other team, does that make them a contender?
No,
absolutely.
But no. if you plug Kobe in to any other team, does that make them a contender?
With his mentality, absolutely. Yes. I'm gonna put it this way: Steph cannot bring. Who was the worst team in the league this year? Who was the worst team in the league? Besides,
say Sacramento. Just go with Sacramento.
Sacramento playoff
run in like
Sacramento doesn't do shit. He just scores a lot of points, but they don't win. The Steph doesn't play defense.
But if Kobe went to Sacramento, Sacramento would be a winning team.
It would be an 8 seed. Just think about it. He brought Smush Parker and them to the playoffs. They were 8 seed.
Yeah.
Andrew Bynum.
He brought a bunch of balls to the playoffs. I never seen Steph Holmes.
Was that the team that Paul Gasol was on?
No, that was before Paul. That's why
I was gonna say that was probably the only other player that would have been good on his team.
Look, because Bynum brought in Paul and all them other players. We talk about Smush Parker, Chris Mim, people like that. That's who we brought to the playoffs. Steph last time did that was in college when he was with Davis.
I think they won a playoff series like that too with that team.
Nah, they didn't win it. They got the shit kicked out of them But they won 2 games. They won 2 games in the playoffs.
Oh, they won games. They won games. Okay.
So to say Kobe won games with a bunch of bums, I don't see Steph. First of all, Steph's too small. He doesn't play defense.
Steph plays defense.
So it's like he can score a million points.
Steph plays defense, you said?
Steph does play defense.
Against who?
What defense?
Steph plays defense. I mean, he's not no lockdown defender. I'm just saying he can alter someone's game. I'm not saying he like say, bro, we'll stop this dude from hitting the bucket. I'm not doing that with Steph. Steph could guard like the 3rd best option on the team for me.
Best option, baby.
Kobe will lock down your number 1.
He would.
And still drop 40.
And there we go. So, but I'm not just gonna sit here and we all run past and make the statement talking about Steph don't play defense. I'm not saying that. Steph plays
He's
defense.
not James Harden. He's a step above James Harden.
He plays the defense for the time that he's playing in. If he was in the 80s and 90s, Steph don't play defense. He plays the defense they allow you to play in this era.
Comparing Kobe Bryant to him. So according to, if you look at it,
Kobe Bryant. See, that's a whole different thing. I'm not even ready to put that.
Play defense.
I can't put Steph on the same echelon as Kobe because Kobe did everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody needs to take away that smoke that Kendrick Perkins is smoking.
Please, somebody got to take that because we spent the whole conversation pretty much talking about what Steph is doing, and we not even talking about how great Kobe is. Actually, we did. Like we can't.
We don't have to
because we still gonna come up with accolades. We're still gonna be like, you know what? Kobe did this too.
I did in the beginning. I said Kobe has 10 more All-Star games, I think, and he has like 10 or 15, 10, like 12 more All-Defensive teams.
Kobe got 2 careers.
Yes, he does.
8 24 in Mamba.
And Steph is not better than 8 or 24.
It's unfair.
No, you're right. He's not better than either one of them.
He's not better than 8 or 24.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely not better than 24.
Somebody tweet Kendrick Perkins and tell him he's a dumbass. That was a stupid statement.
So y'all remember the commercial where LeBron had like 4 of them? Here's one of the most funniest things I heard my brother say. I said, look at these 4 LeBrons. He said they got 4 LeBrons and not one of them could guard Kobe. So I find that bro, I'm gonna stick with that with everybody. Like
the only person I can see guarding Kobe is Mike.
That's the only
because he know his moves. Because he know the moves.
Like, you can put a tape by tape, and you got pretty much the same player.
It's the moves. And like that's the only person I know because look, I perfected these moves, so I know how to stop them. That's the only person.
Mean, I think there would be more defensive players in the 80s that have a better chance than players of now. Because Gary Payton
how many of them locked up Mike? Fit. How many of them locked up Mike?
He still calls fits.
Gary Payton would cause fits. I won't say he locked Mike up, but he would. It wouldn't be easy. Mike would work for it. Mike would score. He would get his, but it wouldn't be as easy.
I'm just saying, if Mike got 25, that was a bad day. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, if he didn't break 30, you're right. If he didn't break 30, ESPN was like, "What's wrong with Mike? He only got 24 tonight."
Look, same thing with Kobe. If Kobe didn't get like 30, oh man, it was a bad day for Kobe. Kobe had a bad day. He had a bad game. So this dude just had 25 points.
But if Steph scores 12, you got Clay scoring 32. It don't matter because Clay scored 32. So,
or Jordan Poole scoring another 30, and Steph scores like 12 or 17. It doesn't matter. On Kobe team, Kobe couldn't go for 17 or they getting blown out.
Yeah, you're right.
You remember the game Kobe Bryant said, they said, I don't pass the ball. And Kobe just passed the ball the whole second half. And the fucking Lakers got blown out.
Obliterated.
Kobe was like, here. Y'all say I don't pass the ball? Here.
Kobe
pass the ball. And they got blown out by the Suns.
Why? Because he had people like Chris Mims and those guys. He didn't have a big 3. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe didn't have a big 3. Kobe was the big 3.
Put his
Kobe played down, jump shot, and defense.
The best
He
quote I
was a
ever
big
heard Kobe said. They told Kobe, "There's no I in team." He said, "But there's a me in that motherfucker."
And
Yep.
that confidence, you can back that confidence up because he backed it up with his gameplay.
And
You know what I'm saying? I just think that Steph is Steph a good player. I'm not saying Steph sucks, but you
He
can't.
doesn't.
It's like comparing oranges and apples.
Yeah,
You can't compare them.
When you compare him to Kobe, he sucks because Kobe's career is so big, it makes it look like we're shitting on Steph. But we're not.
It does, and that's why I'm saying that it's so not fair. Like, we spent the time talking about Steph, and I mean, Steph still got a good maybe 5 years left. And I'm not saying that he'll be, near Kobe, but Kobe is his own echelon. He's in this echelon with talks of the Mount Rushmore. Like, who
Two numbers retired.
The game?
One, two numbers retired.
2 numbers retired. And I mean, it's a career on both numbers. You looking at this, 8 got 3 championships, 24 got 2. I mean, it's just not fair. It's not fair.
And I put it this way. Like I said, he couldn't even beat 8. 8 Kobe was transcendent.
Exactly. So
he was 2 Hall of Fame players. The only other player in any sport I've seen came close to that was Barry Bonds. He was a Hall of Fame player in Pittsburgh. He's a Hall of Fame player in fucking the Giants. It's just that he took the steroids. That's why he's not in there.
Yeah. His head went from being Eric size to being the Great Gazoo from the Flintstones. That's how you knew something was wrong.
Yeah,
that's the only player I've seen had 2 Hall of Fame careers. Like, it was 2. Like, you could take Pittsburgh Barry and say, okay, we can discount all his Giants achievements. Pittsburgh Barry was a Hall of Famer.
Still up there.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's
now you bring the Giants Barry into it. Hall of Famer.
If it was 2 different seasons, if it was 2 different, players, they were both Hall of Fame, players out of one dude. Yes, most definitely.
Kobe did it for one organization. Yeah, 2.
It's not fair. I mean, we're so spoiled. Well, at least the way I watch basketball, at a young age, and I was mesmerized by MJ. I can remember my brother getting upset. What were you sitting around watching this game for? I say, bro, because this dude, he's mesmerizing. He just, he demands my attention. And that's what Kobe did. And I don't see I can't watch basketball like that because I used to watch basketball like that, and it's not that game anymore. And it's so saddening to watch. It is so saddening to watch. And I'm glad that Steph is doing it with one organization. But I mean, right now, he's still kind of writing his story. I mean, you could probably compare it, maybe 15 years down the line when, unfortunately Kobe's gone and Steph's, story is all said and done. Perhaps you could be like, you know what, this part of, as far as an entire career, that's Kobe 100%. That's 10 out of 10. That's all day, every day.
I don't think there's going to be another player to match up like Kobe, and he matches up to Mike. You know what I'm saying? On people's top 10 or whatever, I've seen a lot of shit that, Kobe's tours like 8, 9, and 10. And maybe he is, but there is no way that Steph would even be considered to be in the top 10 at this point.
Kobe is top 5 just because his game was the same as Mike. If Mike is number 1, you got to at least put Kobe in the top 5.
And that's what makes me mad.
It's the same player.
It's the same game, but yet somehow every year when somebody moves up the ladder, they keep moving Kobe down. How are you moving Kobe down?
Player. So if you're moving Kobe down, then Mike has to move down because Mike is Kobe the same player.
Keep moving Kobe. Why are we moving Kobe down? Can we
Kobe just has one less championship. The only thing was Kobe didn't go undefeated in the finals. That's the only thing he didn't do that Jordan did, but he still had a winning record. He was 5-2. He was 5-2. He lost to my Pistons and he lost to the Celtics.
Yeah.
That's it. And he lost to the Celtics in 7. They went like 7, I think. It was either 6 or 7. He lost to them. It was like he got blown out in the finals. He didn't show like LeBron did. So how is LeBron over Kobe and he wins less? That be pissing me off. Like, he won less than Kobe.
Understand that. I really don't understand that.
He won less than Kobe. He lost more times than Kobe in the finals.
Yeah.
I mean,
what are we talking about?
Swept in the finals before.
Yeah,
I mean, Kobe he swept people, but he never got swept. How are we moving this guy down?
I'll put it this way: Dwight Howard never got swept in the finals.
Nope.
We're gonna put it that way. LeBron got swept at the finals.
Yep. And people say he's number 1.
But
how?
I mean,
you can't be number 1 with a losing record in the finals.
Did you see the interview? They were interviewing Ray Allen, and he was talking to like a fan.
Yeah.
And he asked him something about, "Oh, Ray, you think LeBron's better than Mike?" And he was like, "Is LeBron good at dribbling?" The guy was like, "No, he's not that great at it." He was like, "Is he good at free throws? Is he good at this? Is he good at that?" And the guy kept saying, "No, he's really not." And Ray Allen looked at him and said, "But Mike was," and then walked away. That's how he left the conversation. And the dude just stood there like.
People want to bring up Mike's 3-point percentage. They didn't shoot that many threes. But when Mike got older, Mike's 3-point percentage went up. A lot of people don't realize that. When he was younger, Mike wasn't that shooter. But
he was a slasher.
Yeah, they didn't do all that shooting threes. So it skews the 3-point percentage for Mike. But when Mike got older, Mike started hitting threes.
There's the same thing with Kobe. When Kobe first came into the league, he was a slasher. He went to the basket. And then as Kobe started getting older, he started hitting his jump shot. And then forget it. He does both. He's unstoppable.
Yes, think about this. LeBron has no go-to move. In a word of Nasty. Nasty was here. Yeah. Nasty said LeBron has no go-to moves. How can you be the GOAT? You don't have a go-to move. Kareem had the sky hook. Jordan and Kobe both had the fadeaway. Hakeem had the dream shake. We can go on and on. Tim had the bank shot. We can go on and on to people's go-to moves.
Where everybody go to.
Shaq had the spin. He do the spin move, lay it up.
Yeah, little spin, and he yamming.
Drop step. Yep, he would drop step, spin on you, and dunk on you.
Yep, everybody had a go-to move. What is LeBron James' go-to move?
Quitting when the time gets rough. That's his go-to move. When times get rough and he ain't winning and nothing's going his way, he's leaving the court in the third quarter. That's why I don't understand how people support him so much. They got him on video quitting on his team. How do you respect a player like that?
This is why LeBron.
You know what I'm saying? I pay you to play basketball.
What's up, Malik, bro?
What's up, Malik? You're right. He's Mr. King Flop.
Flop. And I'm like this. His go-to move. You gotta have a go-to move. You know what I'm saying? He's like the game on the line. I need my best player. You're the GOAT. I need my best player to get me a bucket. What is his go-to move? To get me a bucket.
He passes off to somebody else because he doesn't have the confidence.
Where Jordan passed off. I said because Jordan was getting double teamed. He got locked up by J.J. Barrera in finals. Non-discussion. J.J. Barrera by Eric Height.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
LeBron is 6'8".
LeBron 6'8", 260 or 280. 260.
Eric should not be able to lock up LeBron James.
LeBron better take me to the goal. Like, I better be holding on to his arm, and he better bring me to the goal with him.
He'll be dunking with you hanging from his leg.
Right? He should have just.
Like, say, Brian, that brother got $140 over me, and you're way taller than me, brother. I better be dunking me with the ball.
It's a bring us to, since we talk about LeBron, it's bring us to him in the Drew League, and he let some bum drop 20 on him. Some bum drop 20 on him. Some bum drop 20
Not
on the
some
go.
bum. Some
And
bum
they're
that
supposed-
talked ish about him on Twitter 10 years previous to this game.
And drop 20 on him. I don't care if he scored 40. He's supposed to score 40. He's supposed to score 70.
No. You're playing in the Drew League and you're the GOAT. You should have dropped 60.
And they
40
only won by
40 to me is not.
Now I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
Kobe played in the Rucker. And the only reason why Kobe had pedestrian numbers is because the fucking game got rained out. But Kobe almost had a triple-double.
Kobe played in the Rucker and in the Drew League
Yes.
with James Harden.
Yes.
And DeMar DeRozan.
I seen Kevin Durant drop 60 in 30 minutes. I mean, I'm just saying.
True statement.
I seen him drop 60.
KD waited at the park all day. He just he went up the street to the store. He said, "Say, bro, the only thing I need is my shoes." That boy said,
He
"That's what I
dropped
waited
60.
for."
You
Dropped
had
60.
another NBA All-Star on your team. And y'all only won by 2 points?
Won by 2 points.
Yep.
2 points.
That's why
If you the GOAT, you should have taken that game over. If that was Mike would have dropped 60. They would have won by 20.
Mike would have dropped 100. Mike would have been like, give me the ball, you bums, and get out my fucking way. That's what he did. That's what he did.
It'd have been a highlight reel. Him going
It'd have been
like
a highlight reel.
I gotta advocate.
Dunk.
I gotta advocate. I'm sorry. We just talked about Kobe. Kobe, he had to win the game at the last minute. He had to lace the shot at the last second. But I mean, on the caveat, it was 2 NBA players on the opposing team too. So, but I have to drop that though. So allow me to drop that.
Look, LeBron played no NBA players.
He was upset because Kyrie didn't come show up.
Fuck Kyrie.
I'm just saying, he played no NBA players, and they hung by 2.
Yeah.
They won by bad.
They hung with you. A bum. I don't care. I don't care if this dude can beat me at basketball. According to the NBA standards, I'm a bum. So everybody who's not in the NBA is a bum. Put it this way. If you go by the standards of how it is today, if you don't make the league, you're a bum. There's no more street ball legends and shit like they used to have.
Yeah.
You a bum. You let a dude off the street who probably got a job at FedEx or some shit come on the street, drop 20 on your ass, and you supposed to be the GOAT. This man probably had to go to work after he dropped him 20 on your ass.
He probably had his uniform in the car, putting on his uniform as he's, all right, later. I got DoorDash.
I'm just saying, this man, the DoorDash man, dropped 20 on LeBron James, and y'all gonna tell me this man is the GOAT? You youngsters need to shut the fuck up when it comes to the conversation of the GOAT. That's what it is. I don't want to hear it no more. A bum. I'm not trying to discredit this man, but according to the GOAT, he the GOAT, right? He's a bum. If you're in the GOAT conversation, that dude is a bum. You let a bum drop 20. Would Jordan let that bum drop 20? No. That dude would have scored 1 point. Jordan say, all right, bitch, you ain't getting no more.
He would have been a poster every time Mike would have came down. It would have been a new poster. Oh, he got dunked on. Oh, he got dunked on.
I don't want to hear about that poster LeBron did on that white kid who was scared. He put his hands up like this. He was already scared. I'd have took LeBron out. Look, you ain't dunking on me. I'd have took you out. Nope. I come from the bad boy route.
I leaned right into him.
Sometimes those business decisions come a little too late. Sometimes dude ought to be up in the air and you can't do nothing about it. So you just gonna catch that body.
So it's on back. I say, motherfucker, you ain't dunking on me. I'm hitting that on. You know you're gonna flop. You know you're gonna hit.
Oh, yeah, he gonna be dead right then and there.
He gonna be dead. I'm like,
he deceased. Don't touch that dude.
You ain't getting in. You not dunking on me.
Don't touch him.
Now you on a poster like this, covering your damn head. You embarrass yourself. And even with that, they only won by 2.
Yep. That's the embarrassing part.
2. What the GOAT?
It'd be different if the other team had 3 NBA players and he only had him and some other cat, and then the rest were scrubs.
It was him and DeRozan. It was him and DeRozan with a bunch of scrubs versus a bunch of scrubs, and they only won by 2. People gonna be like, Mo, don't disrespect those players. Watch, Mo, don't disrespect those players. I'm calling it what it is. DeRozan is an all-star, and LeBron James is supposed to be the GOAT. Compared to those two, they are bums.
They each should have scored 40 apiece.
Yes.
Against if they're NBA players against street ballers or whatever, they should at least scored more than half of their points. But they only won by 2.
I said LeBron scored 40. He did, but he's supposed to score. He should have had 60.
By 2.
Let me tell you something. If Kobe would have been with Kobe and 4 scrubs, they would have won by 12. Because Kobe would have just took over the game.
That goes back to what we just talked about just a minute ago. See, we got spoiled. The players aren't built the way that they were earlier.
They're soft.
Now.
And put it this way, the Drew League ruined street ball. And I'll say it. It did. It's pussified street ball. Because see them record tournaments? That was real basketball. You couldn't come out there being soft. That's why LeBron never made it to the record. That's why LeBron never played the record.
He wouldn't have been, because they play 80s, 90s style basketball at the Rucker. You come in, you getting a forearm in the chest, you getting knocked to the ground, you tasting blacktop. And he's too soft for that.
LeBron never played the Rucker, and that's the reason why he didn't play in the Rucker. Because they had real ballers in the Rucker. That was the mecca of street basketball, was the Rucker. I don't want to shit.
Let's just stay in the league. LeBron, the only event that he's ever participated in is the All-Star game. He's going on year 20, and he's yet to participate in any event in All-Star weekend.
He can't shoot threes. He's not a creative dunker. He maybe could do the skills challenge.
He ain't even do the skills challenge. You could at least do that.
Maybe he can do the skills challenge, but he can't win a dunk contest. He can't win a 3-point contest. So what else is he going to do?
Skills challenge, but he's not fast enough. There's point guards out there that do the skills challenge that run through that shit like crazy.
The big men have been winning though. The big men been winning the skills challenge.
Even Kobe won a 3-point contest before.
Yeah.
Jordan won a dunk contest.
Kobe tried everything. Kobe did the 3-point. Kobe did the dunk. I think Kobe did the skills challenge. Kobe challenged himself all the time. And I don't see LeBron challenging himself, because every time a challenge comes his way, he turns around, tucks his tail, and walks.
LeBron.
Even Giannis got in there, man. Come on, bro. Even Giannis.
Let me tell you something. You are the best player in the game, or labeled the best player in the game. You're supposed to go to the All-Star game and show out.
You know what
I'm saying? When Dominique Wilkins went against Michael Jordan in that slam dunk contest, that was classic. That was like, war. Yeah. And now you watch the slam dunk contest and everybody's all buddy. No, it was war back then.
Hey, say, bro, after this competition, then we can chop it up. But right now, brother, we're going against each other. It's head-to-head.
I'm like this. LeBron promised us, I think it was what? Like
2004. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it.
I know it was 4 and 8. He kept saying he's going to do the dunk. I know one time he did it on camera. I am going to participate in next year's dunk contest. And never got in
that fool said it. That fool said, I'm so heated over that.
Everybody about watering for it.
But the thing is, I think he crumbles. So he saw all the people that were going to be in the dunk contest and was like, I can't dunk better than them. I'm telling you, I honestly think, listen, if Mike got to play like LeBron played out of high school and didn't play in North Carolina and put in 17, 18 years, the numbers that would be out now would be untouchable.
If he didn't retire twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he would have played straight through 18, 19, let's say 20 years, the numbers would have been way more bigger than they are with LeBron just catching up to Kareem right now.
What I'm saying, Jay, even if he didn't went to North Carolina those 3 years, if he didn't retire in his prime and he didn't retire again, the numbers will be out the ballpark. He retired.
Yeah, because he was out of when he left for baseball was what, 2 years?
It was almost 2 years. It was 2
years. So yeah,
2 seasons.
And you know he was.
It was 1.5. He came at the end of the season.
Because that's how Houston took off. Houston was like, "Say, bro, we're gonna get these championships."
So it's like,
no, you're not.
Being out of here.
Chicago was like, "Hell no, you not."
Nobody won on Mike dying, bro. When Mike got over the Pistons, nobody else won on Mike dying.
Nope. Listen, when he retired to go play baseball, you know how many people in the NBA took that sigh of relief? Because if Mike would have stayed, he would have won 4, 5, 6 in a row.
He'd have won 8. He'd have won 8. He won 8 in a row. It'd have been a Michael Jordan Invitational. That's what it would have been.
No, if you really think about it, Mo, if he didn't retire the 2 times, he would have won more than his championship.
He might have won at least. He'd have won at least 8.
He would have He would have went after Bill Russell's record. He would have gotten 12 or 13. I bet you. If he didn't retire,
that's if Krause kept Phil. Now, see, if Krause still got rid of Phil, he'd have won 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking that too.
Listen, he would have gotten.
I would say 7.
If Mike would have stayed, Phil would have stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the reason why Mike left is because your boy fired Phil, and he was not playing for Tim Floyd. Mike said, "I am not playing for Tim Floyd." Mike said, "Straight up, I am not playing for him. I'm gone." And he set out another 2 years. Mike set out another 2 years. He was still at the end of his prime. He set out another 2 years, and he came back with the Wizards.
Tim Floyd, what?
So if they keep Phil for another 2 years, we got robbed out. The numbers will be through the damn roof. Tim Duncan wouldn't win a championship. That's one of the years that Mike set out to strike year.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan will have one less championship. Who won it in 98? I mean, they won it in 98, 99, and 2000.
99 was Spurs.
Yep, and then I think it was the Lakers who won it in 2000. Kobe would have one less championship. I think Kobe would have one less championship.
But if anybody had a chance to put that blemish on Mike's record, it would have been Kobe's Lakers.
I would have loved to see that final.
Who wouldn't?
And Mike was still he would still been in his sort of prime-ish. He'd have been like what LeBron is now. He'd have been like,
since I can't compare either. I can't compare one to the other.
I'm not saying style-wise. I'm just saying around age, his area. He would have been LeBron is at the tail end of his prime. So he would have been at the tail end of his prime, still putting numbers up because it's Mike.
Mike killed your soul. That's what it was. You would think that you were going to get the upper hand on Mike, and before you knew it, he had 22 points. Yeah. And you'd be like, what? Yep. Then the next thing you know, he had 45 points, and you'd be like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like LeBron nobody fears him like that.
Nope.
He's only up in numbers because of the years that he played consecutively. You know what I'm saying? He's going on 18, 19 years.
And in the era he played in.
Yeah, because they were soft. You know, there's a lot of Olay defense now where back in the day, if you went to the hole, you paid for it. They didn't care who you were. You could have been fucking Muggsy Bogues, or you could have been Charles Oakley driving the hole. If you tried to go down there, you paid for it. And now it's like you get to a certain part of the floor and they give up. They're like, all right, go ahead.
So it's not even about that. It's now everybody plays beyond the arc. It's like even big men, like, oh, if I'm driving and I collapse the defense, I'm gonna kick it out. And it doesn't matter who that position is, they're gonna pretty much put up that shot. They're gonna put it up there.
Perfect example. Isaiah Stewart on my team was a big man. They got him shooting threes now. Like, why? Wow. He's a big bull. He needs to be inside, dominating. He's shooting threes now.
He's gonna be out there.
Homie that got drafted, the 7-foot guy.
Talking about Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, the other day I was watching a summer league game and he was dropping threes like
Chet Holmgren is like bony as shit. So I need him to shoot threes. He's bony as shit.
Yeah, he's skinny. He can't handle it down there. He better eat a burger.
210.
He may be 2 something.
That's a motherfucker that needs to eat the Krispy Kremes.
Yeah,
not
him and Zion need to switch. Him and Zion need to switch.
Zion needs to start eating a salad, and this dude needs to be eating Krispy Kremes and all that.
Whoa, Zion about to show y'all. Zion about to be out here.
I understand you say Zion. I hope so.
For your squad, I hope so. But I have a feeling that he's gonna trip over the Krispy Kreme and he's gonna hurt his leg again because he's too big to be jumping how he jumps. You know what I'm saying? He's a power guy.
You gonna turn into Fat Sean Kemp? That's what you saying?
Y'all take it easy on my Zion. Nah, that man, he got
you trying to compare Zion and Kemp?
Reasons to show up. So
I would love to see that dunk contest. I would love to see it.
Sean Kemp would eat him up. Sean Kemp would eat up Zion in a dunk contest.
That's a fair comparison because they both were explosive freaks of nature. It's just that one is 8 more than the other.
Zion Williams, the other one 8 more. Fucking, what's his name? What the hell is his name from back in the day? Zion Williamson reminds me. He used to play for the Knicks. Damn, he was a big dude. Anthony Mason. That's who Zion Williams is.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Anthony Mason.
Excuse me at the time.
Come on, Anthony Mason. That's what
Anthony Mason. That's who Zion Williams reminds me of. Anthony Mason.
To say he that big, he got ups like him. He get up. The big motherfucker can jump.
You're right, but his legs can't handle the jump. Because look at how young he is, and he already has ankle problems.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Zion could be.
He got that problem because of his whole shoe situation. So
he went to Jordan.
It's easy to listen, Eric. It's easy to blame it on a sneaker and not on the donut.
So that shoe that exploded on him was Kyrie's. He was with Nike.
No, that was Paul George's. Paul George shoes. First of all, he wrong for wearing Paul George's.
I want to say it was Kyrie's.
Nah, it was Paul George's. I remember because I thought I was gonna get those. I was about to buy those shoes until they exploded on his foot.
He's like, I want that stuff explode on my foot.
Thank you.
Not my
Why? Because he probably tried to stuff his Krispy Kreme foot inside a sneaker that wasn't his size.
And we came up.
It came out the side because he was having a Krispy Kreme and all the fat went to his foot.
We'll see.
This man had a nutty professor foot.
Yeah. What this man trying to say?
He's the clump.
I'm saying, man, tell this man to stay out of Commander's Palace. Tell this man to stay out of Oceanas and Deanies and all these other places that they showing him around. You need to get out of the place.
Buy him a fucking salad. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Man, look, I'm getting Zion a membership at City Greens. They got some nice big salads at City Greens. You need to go there.
There you go.
Y'all gonna take it easy on Zion. Man,
I'm just saying. We're gonna keep him out of
off your chest.
Look, keep Zion out the gas stations too, because they sell po' boys at the gas station. So we need to keep him out the gas stations too.
Yep.
Get y'all little shots in right now. I love it.
Next basketball season, Zion goes down with an ankle injury, breaks his leg, and gravy comes out. Then you're gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna see now."
We'll see.
Then we gonna see Eric coming on the show. Man, that's it. That's it, man. He gonna see the rant. That's it, man.
Everything over. I'm doing everything. I'm gonna see me knock down my Batman. I'm gonna knock down Batman. I'm gonna up there and flip off my cap. I'm gonna flip over my computers.
This is when his hands separate from advocating.
Yeah, he's gonna
like two magnets that they don't attract.
I can see.
Like I said, for your team's sake, I hope he does come back healthy. But a lot of big dudes that have food problems, sometimes it's hard to get over that bad eating habits.
Man, you saying this man got a food addiction?
Yes. Yes, I think he does. That dude got big. If you're an athlete and you're getting paid millions of dollars, aren't you supposed to stay in shape? You're not supposed to get out of shape in the off season and then hope the last 2 seasons before the 2 months before the season starts, you work out to lose weight. You're supposed to stay consistently working out all year long. You're making millions of dollars. You got this guy, he gets hurt. He ate a couple of dozen of Krispy Kremes, and when he came out, that dude looked big.
First of all,
and when he was doing those
Kremes, he was eating tasty donuts. That's what he was eating.
Or whatever you got down in New Orleans. He was eating those what are those beignets? He was beignet out.
He was at Tasty Donuts on Loyola Drive. That's where he was at. Eating them hot glazed donuts coming straight out the oven. That's what he was eating.
Y'all gonna leave Zion alone?
Now I want to go down there and taste that because I bet them shits are slamming.
It's good. I worked down the street from that fucking donut shop to stop eating that shit, man. It bitch come straight out, hot out the grease, man. It better be hot.
Yeah,
I bet that shit tastes good.
That shit melt your mouth, bro. Like that's the real M&M's. That shit melt your mouth when you eat that shit, man. So I'll tell you
right now, if Zion gets hurt this year, the next sports show, I'm sitting here with a dozen Krispy Kremes and I'm gonna eat them during the podcast.
And then
I'll be like, look, Eric.
I'm gonna say Eric, and I'm gonna say, did not tell you to trade him to the Knicks? Did not tell you to trade him.
I'm gonna go out like Izzy. I'm flipping everything.
I give you
swear words, but guess what? I'm gonna toss a few colorful languages out to myself. I'm gonna be like, man, look at this stuff here. Look, screw this crap here. Telling you, there's some stuff flying across the
screen. I think he'll
get hurt, man.
If he was to get hurt, I think he would do like nasty. Next Friday, Eric won't come in. Eric calling out of work. Eric,
man, I can't make it. Still haven't recovered.
I'm gonna go to the woods myself.
Look, I won't tell you. The last show Nasty did is when the fucking Titans got eliminated for the fucking playoffs.
It's been a while.
Nasty.
It's been a while. We didn't get to blast him on that. He didn't come in at all.
He's done with Tennessee right now. Nasty said he not represent Tennessee for a minute.
Nasty was like, I'm stuck in the woods. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, we know you're watching.
Nasty was bad. He was mad when they lost Julio. He was mad when they lost the other receiver. Nasty just said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing podcast anymore."
That man.
When they traded what's his name?
AJ Brown. He's not doing the podcast anymore. He in the chat still. I know the motherfucker see the messages. He can jump on anytime he want. I know the motherfucker see the messages.
Every once in a while, he'll say something. I think he'll say something during football season, because if his team starts losing during football season, we should be blowing that chat up.
Oh yeah,
because he does read it.
It's gonna happen naturally.
I'm gonna say, look, if Tennessee wins and Tennessee about to win the Super Bowl, guarantee this motherfucker get on the podcast. I guarantee.
I'm coming out of the woods with his gear on,
and I'm not gonna let the motherfucker on the podcast. I'm gonna let him sit in the green room. Let him sit there.
I started my day watching Get Up on ESPN. Then people had the audacity to put Ryan Tannehill as a quarterback that must go on a Super Bowl run.
No, it froze. It
Now,
froze.
today,
It froze.
this year.
Eric, it froze. Look, that dude was bullshit. It frozen. It frozen. Okay, Eric, try it again. Uh-oh.
Oh no, he froze again.
Damn, what's going on? They knew it was a fucked up thing.
That's all that Pornhub.
Eric, try it again. I think you're moving.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah, you back. Now,
Yeah,
yeah, so they got Ryan Tannehill as a must-win, must go on a Super Bowl run. My question is, with what weapons? He ain't got nobody no more besides King Henry.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
I mean, once you stack the box with 9, then I mean, what King Henry gonna run over the entire team by himself?
King Henry gonna throw the ball for himself. King Henry gonna play quarterback.
King Henry gonna do a Nelson Muntz off The Simpsons.
He's fucking Booby Miles.
I'm gonna throw the ball to myself and run over everybody.
Booby Miles.
Booby Miles. He can run. He can catch. He can throw the ball, ladies and gentlemen. Let King Henry spin. That's what's gonna happen.
And he can also shatter his knee out.
Dude.
Exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna kill himself.
Who was supposed to go to the pros?
Terrible, man.
You know you cried. Don't front.
Huh?
Don't front when Booby Miles got hurt. You know you were like, damn, that's fucked
Booby
up.
Miles was wearing my number in high school. He was wearing 45, man. I shed a tear. I was like, oh, that was cursed because my knee. I had the same injury. Like, God damn it, that is fucking cursed. It's fucking that was cursed. So, yeah, man. Look, I cried a little bit with Booby towards D up. So what, man? Look, Booby was the man.
Look, yeah, but he was arrogant.
See, it was his own arrogant. He never hid the helmet. He would have never went in the game. He would never tore his D. So that was Booby's fault.
You're right.
So that was his own fault. But I'm like, man, they got Booby. They beat Dallas Carter. They had Booby Miles. They beat him.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. They would have beat Dallas Carter.
I'm like, you don't think Booby Miles can get that yard?
Booby Miles would have had more than that 1 yard that they needed. He would have probably dominated the game. He was in that movie. He was the man in high school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like he was coveted until he got hurt. Stupid thing was when he tried to lie his way back into the game and fucked himself up worse.
Yeah, he flipped his ass. They was tearing his ass up. Yeah, but
that's what you do.
I hope Zion Williamson don't end like Booby. Don't end up like Booby. We got number one. We got Zion Williamson. He do a 360 dunk and then Monique.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme leaking out of his knee.
You wish that on my Zion.
And then you go look. Then you go hit Eric in the background like Billy Bob Thornton. Fuck. Curse that day. He gonna be like fuck.
You know, if I see that shit, I'm gonna put that shit right in the chat. Ooh, Krispy Kreme got hurt.
And that was gonna be like this. Trade his ass to New York now. You might get him for 4 round picks.
They probably give 9. They give them 10.
I'm gonna need y'all to keep that negativity away from me.
Trade it for 9 first round picks and see if they're gonna take Zion. I'll trade. See, I'm not only gonna trade Zion for 9 first round picks, since that's the going rate for superstars nowadays.
Superstars nowadays.
I still can't believe you said that. 9.
Yep. For Donovan Mitchell.
What has he won? What has Donovan Mitchell won?
I have no idea. But you know the Knicks are stupid like that.
I hope they're not that stupid.
Has the Jets even got past the first round before?
Yeah, once, I think.
I'll be interested in knowing that.
We're going to find that out. I know I gotta go catch up on SmackDown, and it's my baby's birthday tomorrow. So Once again, happy birthday to my wife, a beautiful wife. Her birthday tomorrow, and the sale ends tomorrow for us. So
Tomorrow midnight.
I don't know when it ends, but it ends tomorrow. I just know that. I know it's the expiration date.
Don't wake up tomorrow morning and be like, fuck these fuckers. I'm taking that coupon out.
Yeah, let me get rid of this immediately.
I gave y'all a month. The code is Mo Venom 20. It was my birthday to her birthday, so jump on and come on and get
buy the merch, people. You see some nice faces on now.
And
this guy. I'm sorry, this guy, and myself.
Yeah, and I'm also coming out with the Wagon Math merch. Is coming out after this. Get the Wagon Math.
And new merch coming.
The Wagon Math. If y'all don't know, y'all gotta watch Thursday to get why I say the Wagon Math. You know,
got sliders.
I just saying, wagon equals bass times circumference squared. I'm just saying.
Hey.
That's a smart way of saying, damn, she got a big ass. That's
coming soon. Venom and Smoke Thongs. I'm
saying we might be selling maxi pads. We might be selling all kind of stuff. Venom and Smoke condoms. All that shit coming out. We don't care.
That shit was funny though.
Buy the merch.
Maxi pad with a big ass dragon on it.
That's a black mamba, actually, man. Don't disrespect the snakehead. So that's a black mamba, man. My baby put a black mamba on there. I just told her get me a snake, and she got a black mamba. R.I.P. Kobe.
Nice.
But yeah, man. I could have made that a trivia question. What kind of snake is on the snakehead logo? Nobody would even know what kind of snake it was. It's fucking black mamba.
All right, so that's how you see who watches your podcast.
We could bring this up.
You could do it a couple of weeks from now. Ask that as a trivia question.
What kind of snake is on the snakehead logo? And winner get a free shirt. Guarantee you, everybody gonna be like Copperhead.
Everybody gonna be. Yep.
They're gonna say Cobra. Cobra. They're gonna say King Cobra.
They're gonna say it's a Cobra. This is a Cobra.
Cobra. Is it a Cobra? It's not a Cobra. Stop saying it.
It's not a Cobra. It's Cobra. Cobra.
Is it Cobra?
No, is it Cobra? Is it Cobra? No.
Man, also bad. Check out Lala Man on YouTube. She has on Lala's Empire on YouTube. So check her out. And she got her gear and stuff. So support Lala, man. Support her.
But don't go at her in the wrong way because her shout out game is on point. She will lay that smack down. You better go respectfully.
And also, man, you know what we didn't do today, man? Since we bring up Lala, you know what we didn't do today, man?
We didn't do it yesterday.
We did do it yesterday. We did it once. We did it
Did we?
I caught it.
Yeah. When he first came on.
Oh, I must have ran to the bathroom. Damn it, I missed it.
But since you went to the bathroom, hey, one more time. Dance break.
Dance break.
For Lala. One up for Lala. Hey, we got something for merch. In case you want to see what the new merch look like, here you go. That's the copy and paste. Huh?
Them slides look tight.
Man, look, get you a pair. Because I know I'm about to buy me about 3-4 of them. I might buy every color of the bitches. I love slides. That's all I wear when I walk around the slides. So I might buy me 3-4 pair of them motherfuckers.
I had to merge, people, please.
So I'm just saying, they're not cheap slides, so I couldn't make them bitches cheap. I was trying to make them cheap as I could.
But if you made them cheap, then it would be cheap quality. I don't want to be outside walking, and the next thing I know, I take a step and my slide stays behind me.
These are the ones with the snaps. So it snaps on the side, snap. Unless you got a fat ass foot, you shouldn't break the snap. I'm just saying. Get you a size up if you got a fat foot. Get you a size up. That's what I tell people. But it's good quality, man. Like I said, you can get something off of it right now if you go buy it today. You can get something off the slides today if you buy it today. Because today's price.
It's
Won't
not
be
going to be
tomorrow.
tomorrow's flight.
It won't be tomorrow's price.
If you go wait till tomorrow, you might go put in
Today's
that
price
fucking code,
won't
and
be
it'd be like
yesterday's price.
code's expired.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah. I gave you a month. I gave you a month and a day.
And then whose birthday's next? Is he?
Pops. Actually, Pops.
Oh,
Might
Pops
be
is next.
Pops' birthday on the 5th,
Of what?
August.
August?
Oh, it's coming up.
Oh, all
I
right.
give him a
It's
shout.
coming up.
I might give a 10% code for Pops.
Ah,
Wait a
I don't
minute.
know.
He
20%.
be putting the show in bars.
Not
He
to
be
say,
having you on screens.
Legend 10 might be the
Legend 10? That's a good one.
It might be
I
the
like
one
it.
for Legend's birthday. You get 10% off. You ain't getting 20. I gave you 20 for a whole month. Now I'm being greedy now. Motherfuckers being
Hey.
greedy.
But that's the CEO giving the CEO discount. That's the way I see it. 20% you and Roe. That's
Yeah.
the CEO discount. Any other birthday, 10%.
I think I gave 20% for Eric's. I think I did.
But that's the advocate. For
I'm
the
gonna
hater,
give -5 for the diabolical hater's birthday. It's
yeah,
gonna be
for my
-5.
birthday, it's gonna be you gotta pay 10%.
You gotta give. You gotta give
Yeah.
the percentage.
I might raise the price for everything for your fucking birthday. The shirt was 20, it's not 30.
I guess sales will be going down in October.
Sales gonna be like fuck. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like the stock market.
Nosedive.
Man, but I'm just saying, man. But also, man, I want to shout out, like I said yesterday, Douglas O'Shea, man. He really needs y'all prayers. Man, he got hurt.
Any updates?
Huh?
Any updates?
He's still in bad condition, man. It's just like he's lost feeling in his hands, and he was pretty concussed. We keeping him in our prayers, man, because he was a friend of the show. He came on the show before, and
Definitely.
No, I like him. He's cool people. He's funny.
Rise up to
He
you,
was
dog.
his
Get well
last
soon,
match.
man.
That's the thing. It was his retirement match, and accident.
He tried to go out with a big bang, and look what happened.
It's like basically they say don't go at the person because it was an honest mistake. It wasn't like somebody intentionally hurt him. So the family is asking, please don't go at the other wrestler with hate messages and stuff because he feels bad. But Doug is alive. That's all that matters. But I tell people as I get any updates from him, I will pass it along. But man, he needs your prayers. Like I said last night, we busted one for Doug. Bust one for Doug. That's the highest honor we can give here. Is you bust one for whoever. We had Scott, now we busted one for Doug. So that's what it is, man. So man, y'all got these shout outs. You got the hater. He don't have shout outs. He just got shots. So you got these shots.
No, I got a shout. I want to shout out a friend of mine. Mo, you joined it today, I think. I have a nonprofit organization that I opened up a couple of years ago, and I try to help out people like during the holidays. What I do is I take 25 families for Christmas, and I get 25 other families to adopt their family and treat them to, not a crazy, because you can't have a kid saying, I want an Xbox 360, and they're, the family that's adopting you's got to buy their kids Xbox 360, Xboxes and stuff. But we asked them to give out, let us know what the kids like board games, arts and crafts. And then I set up a Christmas bundle for the family. And for Christmas, that's what I do. I do stuff for Easter and stuff, but with COVID and everything, I've tailed back from it. I used to do a Thanksgiving dinner, and I used to do like an Easter party for the kids. But what I really dedicate myself to is the Christmas. And one of the girls that is one of my volunteers from day one, she also was on. I have a team we raised money for an organization called St. Baldrick's, and they raise money for childhood cancer. So every year they do what they call a shave, that the people, you get people to donate money. And if you make a certain amount of money, you know what I'm saying? There's like, you would get prizes or stuff like that. But it's mainly to raise money for childhood cancer. And at the event, you shave your head bald like most other cancer patients do. Yeah, like Mo, that I believe me, I've done it. I did it for 7 years in a row, and then COVID hit, and then last year, because everybody getting back into the swing of things with work, I didn't do it because I have a lot of friends that don't got money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my donations are from like childhood friends, and they struggle just like a lot of people. So like, $5, $10 here. But I have a girl, Tracy. She was the leader of my team for St. Baldrick's, and she's been fighting out of nowhere. She's been fighting. She found out she has pancreatic cancer. So I want to give her a shout out. Tracy Strong. I'm rocking her shirt. I'm rocking her shirt out or whatever. And I just want to give her a shout out and let her know, just keep being tough. You got this.
And I'm like,
and I want to shout out the CEO, the CFO, the CEFO, Ro, for her birthday tomorrow. I hope Mo has something good planned for you.
She's and
Izzy,
definitely the CFO. She's the
we
CFO.
miss you, brother.
She's the CFO. There's only one CEO.
She's everything. CF, ABCD. She is all.
She behind the scenes. She's CFO.
She the EVP.
Yeah, but and graphic designer, because she made the logo. But yeah, man, if you need us to donate, man, we'll donate some money or games, whatever. You just let us know. We definitely will.
I do, like I said, what I do is I bring the families in, and then on my Facebook page, I list the families 1 to 25, and it shows how many kids are in the family, and it shows like whatever gifts or whatever, and then people just adopt the whole family. Yeah, I'll take family 3. There's a boy and a girl. They're this age. They like arts and crafts and Legos, and I try to keep it humbling gifts. You can't expect, like, I had a lady once, my son needs a laptop. Shit, I need a laptop.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if we can donate the money so y'all go get it. Let us know where we can send it.
we could do something like that or whatever. Yeah, we could do that, or you guys could just send a package of stuff. It doesn't matter. But I try to do that stuff.
And, we'll send it from the Venom fam, and we'll send a donation for it, because I know at Christmas time, kids need toys and stuff. So we'll definitely
listen. Last year, one of my donators is a print shop. They give us $500 and adopt a family. And I had another lady that's been with me since the beginning, and I'm blessed for her and her husband. They not only adopted 2 families, they gave me $2,500 to shop for the families that didn't get adopted. So I was able to I was able to get everybody taken care of this past Christmas because of one of my regulars that sees, she sees the hard work. Because I do everything out of my home. So when these people come to drop the stuff off, they see my piles. All right, that's a family. This is a family. You know what I'm saying? So they see all the hard work that goes into it. And her husband really bailed us out last year, and they threw us $2,500. At first, she was like, "Is too good?" And I'm thinking 200. Yeah, I was like, 200 is fine. She was like, "Not 200, 2,000." Then she was like, "Hold on a second." She grabbed her phone. She walked away. She made a phone call. She came back. She was like, "Me and my husband will be giving you $2,500. We'll see you in 2 days."
Oh, yes.
And they gave it to me cash. Boom. Wow. Here you go.
Look at that. And, good.
I try to do things like that, for I mean, listen, I was brought up where, my parents struggled. I've known to have Christmases where there was one box under the tree for me. You know what I'm saying? And 99% of the time it wasn't a toy. It usually was a piece of clothing because you needed it more than a toy.
Right.
So I always told myself, if I ever made an organization or came up with a nonprofit, I would always make sure that a kid's Christmas, they get 6 and 7, 8 gifts. So when they're under there, they're not just pulling out one box, opening it, and then Christmas is over. They're sitting there for 10, 15 minutes, ripping boxes open and whatnot. And that's like my goal, the reason why I do it. Because I don't want somebody to feel the way like I felt. And I can't blame my parents because my parents did their best when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? It was just a shitty situation we were in. But
Yeah.
I always said that if I was ever in a way to help others, I would do it. And I've been doing it. When I got sick back in 2010, and they disabled me, so I wasn't working. So for 2 years I fought disability just to be able to get disability money. So for 2 years I didn't have no income. My mother held me down. And then when I got my money, they gave me a lump sum of over 40-something thousand. And I took that money, some of it, and I opened this nonprofit. I said, this was a blessing to me. Now I have to make sure I pay it forward. And that's what I do. But I wanted to shout her out because she's backed me up since day one, always supported me, took the reins of the team. You know what I'm saying? There's not really, there's like maybe 2 or 3 of us that are on the team, but we were always there, always supporting each other. And now that I know that she's, going through her sessions or whatever and doing the chemo, I want to at least to acknowledge her that, we got her back and that all she has to do is keep fighting because she's a fighter like that.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's definitely.
Yes, sir.
Eric, you got any? I guess off the follow that. I wish you knew you was coming.
Yeah, that's a tough act to follow.
I didn't not a diabolical hater all the time. Look like the hater as all.
Yes, indeed.
I was raised right. I might hate, but I was raised right.
Yes, sir. So just like you fellas, I also want to shout out the missus Venom and Smoke. Happy birthday, Ro, coming up for you tomorrow. Hopefully that you enjoy it, live it up to the fullest. I seen that y'all got an early start on it yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So what's in one for Doug.
Why you think I overslept, man? Shit, I'm tired.
Shout out to Doug. Doug, to a speedy recovery for you. Thank you guys for allowing me to share the platform with you all, and sharing this platform, this podcast with you all. Man, this is fun. Like, honestly, even if we got something out of it, you guys make this 1000% therapy. It's therapeutic. It's fun.
Yeah.
Love being out here with you guys. I want to do 2 other shout outs. One, a year ago, we hired Willie Green as our coach. So shout out to the organization and Willie Green for doing big things for the future. And for this last shout out, I want to shout out local heroes, which are teachers in this country, all across this country. You guys deserve raises. You guys, it's terrible to say it this way, but it's kind of almost your last week of perfect peace. School's getting ready to start up and crank up again. I mean, without you guys, the country don't move forward.
Oh, that's right. You guys start school earlier than down here, up here.
Yeah.
We start the first week of September.
Nah, they start
and I'm a father of 3, so not to say that I don't love my kids. I love my kids to life, but man, oh man, dealing with what I have times, that's tough. So shout out all the teachers out there. Enjoy your summer vacation. Please live it up to the fullest. And once y'all, doing y'all thing, please, 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 please inspire these children to do something with themselves that's positive in the world. Have them being productive citizens of the world, not just this country, but all out there. Go international, because the show is watched internationally. So let's shout them out too.
Yes,
And of course, my final say is my family, because I love my family to life, and without them, there's no me.
Facts, man. That's a good shout out
Shout out
today.
to Krispy Kreme. Keep sending those donuts to Zion.
You could not hate for one shout out, man. One shout out you could not.
I had to. I had to. I had
Man,
to.
also, man, shout out to Izzy, man. I know he having fun. He'd have been on here. Yeah, I'm surprised your wife let you watch the show as long as you did.
He probably went to the bathroom twice.
Yeah. Told my baby, I'm
took the phone with him like, oh shit. Let me get a message in real quick.
Taking the shit. I'm not watching Venom and Smoke. I'm taking the shit, baby. She kicked the door down.
Is Mo in the bathroom with you?
I did have to hide in the house twice.
No, I'm watching the old episode of myself. Shout out to you, Izzy. I know you were having fun. Oh man, it's been a good show. I think we have a guest next week on the Thursday show. It's always with Lala. We always have a guest. So we have we have a guest next Thursday. So we'll have another guest Thursday. His name escapes me right now, but we have another guest Thursday. We're keeping the run going. Well, of course, we'll be back Friday. Hold on, somebody just hit a message. Oh, that was Malik. Oh yeah. Oh man,
thanks Malik.
Make sure you
thanks
like,
for stopping in.
Boy, right there.
Man, that's a Ron Eagle right there, man. Ron Eagle up, man. It's a great show, man. I'm glad you like it. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. We're just trying to get big. Also, I forgot to shout out the podcast that's shouting us out. Like I said, I shouted out STWF. Because with Lee, Lee, my boy, man, y'all doing big things. I see y'all opened up a studio. That's good. That's what's up, man. Also, I-20 podcast. He just shared this live just now. So thank you, Justin. That's nasty, brother. And also, man, Toxic Masculinity, they shared our stuff the other day. So like I say, shout them out too. Watch them, follow them. They're not a sports podcast like us, but they are funny as shit. So listen, that's Eric's brother does that. They're funny as shit. So
what's up? We can't do a collab?
We might have to do a collab, but I don't know if they ready. I don't know if the world ready for that collab.
I'm here for it.
Could be fun. Could be fun.
We might have to do a collab. We're going to see if they're available on a Friday, or we're going to just come together. But we're going to do a collab one day. Talk about real life events on one show, and then talk about sports on another show. We're going to collab. That might
Listen,
be a good
we mix it up anyway. We start with sports. The next thing you know, we're talking something political, and then we're right back to sports again. So
it might be a good collab. I think we might blow the internet up with that one.
I think so too.
Hey,
it might be nuts. I'm not gonna even lie to you. They have no filter like we do. So,
oh yeah, then let's go. Let's do it.
It might be nuts. So. Well, I'll talk to him and we'll see. We'll do some collab. I don't mind collabing. As long as you ain't. If y'all heard my rant last night, as long as you ain't doing no backdoor shit, I'm good.
Oh, them fellas real.
Don't forget the Peep Out Ring of Honor tomorrow night. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Well, I'm watching SmackDown tonight to see what the fuck they doing because Vince is gone. I just want to see.
Ooh.
So
you recorded it?
Yeah, I recorded because I'm probably gonna be doing something on the road. We're probably gonna be busting one for Doug again. I'm just saying, it's our birthday. So
hey,
all right, baby, I'm coming. All right, this is Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater. You got Doc Eric, and for Izzy, who's missing in action, and for Nasty, who must have been ate by a bear in the woods.
He must have.
He might be ate by a bear.
Yogi Bear and Boo Boo got him kidnapped.
Smokey the Bear, one of them. But we will see you next week, and also join us Thursday for our wrestling show. Peace.
Buy the merch.
Buy the merch. where my other button? There it is.